All right, guys, so it is the 30th of July, and I've just sort of finished packing my bike. I wonder if I can spin this camera around. Nope, doesn't look like I can. Anyways, I've just finished packing my bike, and as you can see, there's the two. Yes, the Victory looks so nice as a pair. The Victory and the Indian, taking the Indian. The back is filled with pretty much camera gear. This side here is filled with like rain gear and some tools. The other side has a cooler in it, and that's it. So just an empty cooler, just so I can put water in it, stuff like that for the trip. And then tomorrow morning at like 7 o'clock, I'm meeting at the gas station up here tomorrow at like 7. I'm gonna be there at like 7:30. But as you can see inside here, there's an extra helmet, which I'm going to be bringing, of course. And this is a camping chair. And then my rock straps to tie everything down. So that's tomorrow as well. And then for you guys, just so you guys know, I'm posting this video on both channels right now. Because as of tomorrow, when I'm riding, so whenever we stop, so when I get up in the morning and we pack up, I'll do a little of where we are, how the night was, blah, blah, blah. Just little update videos. So when we stop for a break, when we stop for lunch, when we stop somewhere cool, whatever. So during the day, there could be 3 videos, there could be 6 videos. They're gonna be short, no edits, just raw like this one is. But this is gonna be on the GREGTOOPE Vlog and Travel channel. And then when I get back, I will edit and put together all of the long form videos, because at that point I'll have more video than I will know what to do with. I'm bringing my 2 X4s. I'm just all Insta360 stuff. 2 X4s, the Ace Pro, the Go 3S. I even brought my old RS and R as backup cameras just in case something goes wrong. Plus I got the Insta360 Flow and the Flow Pro, the gimbal for the phone. So if I'm walking around and I don't want to take any of the other cameras, I can bring that, which is cool. Anyways, it's not late, but I'm going to try to get myself to bed as early as possible, because I probably won't sleep at all tonight. No sleep, for sure. Good morning, fellow riders. Today makes the beginning of an epic 24-day journey from the rugged coastlines of Nova Scotia all the way to the legendary Sturgis Motorcycle Rally in South Dakota. I'm riding alongside 4 incredible bikers as we kick off this adventure right here in Nova Scotia. Halifax is a city steeped in history and maritime culture. As we leave this beautiful city, we'll be riding through some of the most scenic roads that Nova Scotia has to offer. Nova Scotia, which is Latin for New Scotland, is known for its stunning coastline, charming villages, and friendly people. It's a rider's dream with its mix of twisty back roads and sweeping ocean views. All right, guys, it is the 31st of July, and I am all packed up. There it is, all packed up, ready to go. Looks like a lovely day. You guys can't really see, but it looks lovely out. And it is currently 6:30 in the morning. I made it to sleep all the way till almost 6. I probably packed way more than I should, but cameras are attached, phone mounts attached, got all kinds of camera gear, all, you know, for shooting on the bike. And stuff for my phone and chargers and laptop and rain gear and whatever. Anyways, I'll be leaving here in a few minutes, and well, about half hour ish probably or so, and heading to meet the guys at the gas station. All right, guys, it's 7:28 in the morning. I'm heading off. It's time. It's the day 7:28 on July 31st, and we've got a 6-day ride ahead of us. 6 days, something like that. Yep, to Sturgis, and it's currently 18 degrees in the morning. Bike started, so that's excellent. You know, it's the little things that matter. And I am off to go get fuel. At this point in time, you know, it's like I've been in panic mode all morning because I've been up, it seems like forever, to get all my stuff ready and make sure everything's packed up. And of course, there's somebody walking by right here. So we are gonna meet everybody at the gas station. So that's exciting. And we'll see you guys when we get there. Oh yeah, and my backrest is perfect with this stuff on it. Oh, so good.
Whether you're a local or a visitor, the roads here have a way of connecting you to the land. The sound of the waves crashing against the cliffs, the smell of the salty air, there's nothing like it. And today we're heading towards one of Nova Scotia's hidden gems, the Digby Ferry.
First up, we're just a video. Oh, a video. Video.
We're doing videos?
Just for now. Oh yes. This is the group.
Does this take a whole pictures? Oh, does this take a whole picture?
All right, guys, it's time. It's happening. All right, so we have a friend Dave here came out to see us on, which is cool. Who's in the? Dave, do you know who's in the back? Who do you want? What order? Does it matter? Okay, cool. What's the heck?
Who's talking to you?
I can't hear you.
Who's talking to you?
I'm just talking to the camera. Yeah.
The first leg takes us to Digby, a quaint fishing town famous for its scallops. The ride from Halifax to Digby is about 230 kilometers, and it's a route that offers a little bit of everything. Rolling hills, forested stretches, and the occasional glimpse of the Bay of Fundy. If you have the time, make a quick stop in Annapolis Royal, one of the oldest European settlements in North America. Here you can soak in some history, stretch your legs, and maybe grab a coffee before continuing the ride to the ferry. We're now at the Digby Ferry Terminal, where we'll be crossing the Bay of Fundy to St. John, New Brunswick. This ferry ride isn't just a way to save some miles, it's a chance to relax, chat with your fellow riders, and enjoy the stunning views of the day.
All right, Ray. We're at the Digby Ferry.
We are at the Digby Ferry.
Yep.
Soon we'll go out through the gut.
Through the gap.
The gut.
The gut. The gut?
The gap. The gut.
Get. We're going that way.
Yes, we're going that way.
Unless you're in Newfoundland, then it's a tickle.
A tickle, yes.
I'm going out through the tickle. Tickle my gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I guess we're going that way.
You have no idea.
going that
That's
way.
where the boat came from.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
going that way.
that's where the boat came from. Anyways, that's the ferry back there.
Apparently you do have to tie your bikes down now.
You always did.
No, you did?
Oh, so anyways, what time is it now? 10-ish? Ken?
10 after 10?
Ken? We're here on time?
Yeah, we were in line on time.
We were in line on time, yeah. And there's Joel. Joel's coming.
Yeah, the last guy.
Yeah, it's always the last guy. Come on in, Joel. There he is. We are going to talk to Joel for a minute. I'm gonna ask Joel a simple question. Where did you learn those dance moves?
Where's this video?
On the YouTube, so
yeah,
it's PG rated. PG rated. PG rated.
My mother.
Nice. Nice.
She's an amazing dancer. Come here, Dan.
It shows. It does. All right, we're waiting for the ferry, and we'll see you. I don't know when the next stop is. I have to get a bank because my bank cards won't work for some reason. New card, Scotiabank. You've let me down. Okay, Joel.
Set up.
Got more cameras.
Nice.
Yeah. So, first hour and a half.
Been fantastic. Can't wait to get on the Digby ferry and pull away from Nova Scotia. For me, that's going to start this amazing epic journey. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. It's going to be good. I'm what are you looking forward to most, or outside of all of it?
I mean, riding motorcycles is amazing anyway, but I just need to clear my head. This is the best way to do it. It's like the best meditation.
Yeah.
So traveling with you guys is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm sure we'll have one or two laughs.
You're laughing already.
Yeah. It's going to be a great time.
Nice. Yeah. I get the clear your head thing. Yeah, for sure. All right.
It's meditation.
Yeah. We'll see you maybe on the boat, or if not, we're St. John.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
The Bay of Fundy is home to the highest tides in the world, and if you're lucky, you may spot some whales or dolphins on the crossing. It's about a 2.5-hour ride across the bay, and when we dock in St. John, we'll be on the road again. Once we're off the ferry, we'll be cruising through New Brunswick, heading for the US border. New Brunswick is known for its forests and rivers, but today we'll be pushing through to make it to Maine before nightfall. Maine is a rider's paradise, especially if you love winding roads and beautiful landscapes. Our route will take us through some of the best riding in the Northeast. If you got the time, a detour to Acadia National Park is well worth it. The park offers stunning views of the Atlantic and some incredible twisties that make you feel alive. Tonight we'll be resting up in Maine, but the adventure is just getting started. From here, the roads only get better as we make our way west. And that's a wrap for day one. We've covered some serious ground today, from the historic streets of Halifax to the coastal roads of Maine. Tomorrow we'll be heading deeper into the heart of the United States with plenty more amazing weather and rides ahead. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Stay tuned for more from the road as we make our way to Sturgis. Until next time, ride safe and keep the rubber side down.
Oh, so we have made it to Ellsworth, Maine. I think that is. Look at those, looking good. Nice day. It's kind of cloudy now. We got a little hint of like a misty rain that kind of came, but not too bad. Didn't have to put rain gear. I rode in a t-shirt most of the day. Once it warmed up, it was like 25-ish, 26 degrees for the most part. And we are staying here at the Acadia something resort, village resort. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, we're gonna go for dinner. Again, we got the bikes. Going for dinner. There's Joel. Joel's coming out, right? There's Joel. Joel's watching the previous video.
How's it going? What a great ride today, man.
It was
awesome.
It was nice.
That was fantastic.
We had no idea where we were going.
Oh, we are in the middle of New Brunswick there somewhere. I'm from there, and I had no idea where the hell we were here. But it was all good. The roads were awesome.
Yeah, we ended up leaving St. John, and it said 3 hours. And then after 2 hours of riding, it said 3 hours and 10 minutes to get to our destination.
We headed up towards Fredericton and Fredericton Junction, and then cut across through the back roads to St. George. But it was great. The roads were fantastic.
Yeah, some of those roads were super nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ride today, man.
Yeah, very nice. Hopefully tomorrow's same. I know. I'm hoping. Yeah.
We got rain gear. No
That's
big
right.
deal.
We're good. We're good. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We're getting ready to go to eat, and we'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning, everybody. It is. I don't know if that actually set. I don't know if it's 6:20 or 5. I don't know. I can't tell if my watch reset. I don't know. Anyways, it's foggy today. It rained last night. You can rain as much as it wants at night. Last night it was saying that we were going to get rain, some pretty heavy rain today, but we're not 100% sure. The weather has changed a little bit, so that's could be in our favor. Anyways, we're going to pack up the bike, and I think we're going to head to Bangor, Maine this morning for breakfast, and then continue on our way. So that should be a fun day. All right, guys. I think we're going to Vermont today. This is as far as we're getting, somewhere in Vermont. But more videos along the way, and I'm gonna go pack up my bike.
Good morning, riders. It's day 2 of our epic 24-day journey to Sturgis, and we're getting ready to hit the road once again. Today we'll be riding from Ellsworth, Maine, through the heart of New Hampshire and ending our day in Bennington, Vermont. But there's a catch. Mother Nature has a little surprise for us. The forecast is calling for heavy rain, especially as we ride through New Hampshire. So gear up and let's make today's ride a wet and wild one. Ellsworth, Maine is the gateway to Acadia National Park, and the roads here are nothing short of spectacular. Winding roads, thick forest, and that crisp Maine air. It's a perfect start to the day. Maine is known for its rugged beauty and endless miles of motorcycle-friendly roads. If you got the time, a detour through Acadia is a must, but today we're keeping our sights set on the road ahead. As we ride west, the landscape changes from coastal views to dense pine-covered mountains. Maine's roads are a rider's dream with plenty of twists and turns to keep things interesting. But we're not stopping here. We've got miles to cover before the rain hits.
Hey, I got here last night, no back issues, so that's a win. I'm just saying, I was pretty worried that I was gonna have back problems when I got here, and just spiked. Well, I'm hoping you guys can even see what's going on. It's foggy, and Ray's revving his engine. You know, everything's fogging up on me. It is early. I don't know what time it is. 6:41 is what it is. My watch I haven't reset because I have to reset it every day. So I'm just gonna have to. I'll just do it when we get there. 6:41, and we're leaving this place. It was lovely, except, you know. You get, it's a big 2-story, it's like a little apartment, and have a coffee machine, but no coffee in there. So like they expect you, I guess, just to bring everything with you. And they had like 4 towels. There's 5 of us. It sleeps 6. I don't know why they wouldn't have 6 towels, but they did have, and I didn't show you, but they did have this huge, like inside, like a jacuzzi tub. Pretty sure all 5 of us could have got in there at once. It would have been a different kind of video at that point, but you know. Maybe, you know, depending, it could have been good. But yeah, you could easily have 2 people in there, just like laid out, doing 2 people hot tub stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. This was the Acadia Village Resort in Elms something. I don't really know what it's called. And we are gonna head out in the fog. We've all got rain gear on, at least our jackets, just in case it gets a little damp, because it says we could get some thunder showers along the way. It doesn't seem to say too bad, except when we get closer to Conway, and then there could be chance of flash floods. So we're not 100% sure if we're going to go that route or not, so I guess we shall see. Anyways, this is it. We are leaving, and we will see you guys at our next stop, which, as I said, I don't have my Muzak plugged in. I need that. That's going to be a long, sad ride with no music. That's better. I need music. All right, guys. Pretty sure I'm ready to go. once I find neutral, there it is. We'll see you guys next stop.
Welcome to New Hampshire, known as the Granite State. New Hampshire is home to some of the best riding in New England. The White Mountains dominate the landscape, offering not just stunning views, but also some seriously fun roads. We're heading towards Shelburne, where the ride really starts to get interesting. But as you can see, the weather is starting to turn. The White Mountains are famous for their challenging roads with tight curves and steep climbs. On a clear day, the views are breathtaking. But today we're facing a different kind of challenge: heavy rain. Riding in the rain requires extra caution, especially on these mountain roads. Slow down, increase your following distance, and watch out for those slick spots. Riding in the rain isn't just about staying dry, it's about staying safe. Keep your eyes peeled for hazards like wet leaves, oil slicks, and reduced visibility. But even in the rain, New Hampshire's roads are a thrill. The twisties through the White Mountains are some of the best you'll find in New England.
All right, so the weather has changed a little bit, which is excellent. But knock on wood, but I don't have any wood right now. Yeah, it's still lots of clouds, but we did go through a little bit of a rainy section. Not that long, maybe 15 minutes or so, but we're all rain geared up, if you can see, just in case. We're looking for some breakfast now. It's 9 o'clock, and we're probably about 10 miles or so from Augusta, and that guy was flashing his lights. I'm guessing that means something. Do the speed limit, etc., etc. I don't really know what it means. Anyways, we're gonna try to find some breakfast. Sunoco. We're trying to find like I don't know, like a little mom and pop spot, you know, because usually those are the places that are super good. And you know, if you're gonna have to give some money to somebody, you might as well give it to a mom and pop shop. You know, see, Augusta, 10 miles, not kilometers, miles. Anyways, breakfast time should be good. I don't even know how long we've been traveling for. We have been traveling now for an hour and 44 minutes. An hour and 32 minutes of actual riding, and a bit of a stop, and of course we all put our rain gear and stuff like that on. So, cool. Alright guys, I am going to continue riding, and maybe we'll do a video when we stop for breakfast, maybe we won't, I don't know. Okay, we'll see you shortly.
As we cross into Vermont, the rain starts to ease and we're treated to some of the most beautiful scenery in the Northeast. Vermont is known for its covered bridges, rolling hills, and quaint towns. The roads here are a rider's dream. Smooth, scenic, and perfect for cruising. Our destination today is Bennington, a charming town in southern Vermont. But along the way, there are plenty of sights worth stopping for. Take a moment to check out some of Vermont's iconic covered bridges. They're not just picturesque, they're a piece of American history. The roads in Vermont are perfect for a relaxed, scenic ride. Whether you're hugging the curves of the Green Mountains or cruising through the valleys, you'll find that Vermont is as close to motorcycle heaven as it gets.
Alright, so I don't know if you can tell, if you look behind me, maybe you can see, we've lost one of our riders. So we have to he had to go back. He forgot to have one of his bags. So he has to go back. We're going to meet him at our next stop. So that's sad. Anyways, Dave's trying to calm me, and I'll get back to you guys in a bit. But yeah, just 4 of us now. Roads are crazy beautiful. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys can see this at all, but I can barely even see Dave in front of me. Almost at all. It's just like so much rain. So much rain. Oh, it looks like we might be coming out of it a little bit. Oh, I tried to get my camera going so you guys could see it. Oh, that was entertaining for sure. But I got my Baerskin jacket. Thanks to Baerskin for sending this to me to try it out. You know, on a trip like this is where it comes in handy. Look how wet I am.
I'm a little on the wet side, you know. But yeah, I'm no driving fast right now. Jeez, I could barely see Dave. Yep, bring my visor up a little bit now. Okay, it's just like little flash just dumps, and then like you're okay, and then flash dump, and then you're okay. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't do that for the rest of the trip. Like today, when we looked at the weather yesterday, it said in this area, oh, see, it looks lovely over there, right? Looks lovely over there. Doesn't look lovely over there. I don't know which direction we're going in. Anyways, we are, I'm gonna stop recording because, you know, I should be paying attention to not running into Dave, if that's in front of me, and keeping my shoes inside my lowers down here so that they don't get soaking wet, because it's the only pair of shoes I brought. So I think that's kind of important. Yep. Oh, so wet, but I'm feeling dry, which is good. All right, I'm gonna stop this, and we'll see you hopefully next stop, whenever that is, and hopefully it's back to being sunny out. Yeah. Oh, so I have to say that probably the thing I like the most about driving around in at least this part of the, hey look, Bennington, this is where we're staying, I'm pretty sure. I have it in my map, but I wasn't even sure if I picked the right one. Anyways, look how empty the highway is. It's been like this for like ever. Now I'm not sure if the interstate's going to be like this, but it's been great, and we've got to go on some fantastic back roads. Now I'm gonna just, you guys can see this, right? Where am I here? We are currently at 8 hours and 29 minutes in the saddle, with only 27 minutes of stopping. Now that's not actual 27 minutes of stopping. That's I don't know where Dave is going. That's that's stopping when the bike's running, right? So it is almost 7:30, and we left this morning at just before 7. So we've been on the road for like 12 and a half hours. Oh, how funny is that? You know, you think, oh, it's only, how far have we gone? Well, we've gone 368 kilometers, but if we would have just got on the interstate, I think you could actually do it in probably like, I don't know, 5 hours, something like that. So our friend Chris, again, he had to go back because he forgot one of his bag at the hotel, and he's on his way back now. And it's funny because he had to go back like, I don't know, 3-4 hours, because that's how far we were, and that's how far we were away. And he said he will probably arrive, because he's interstating from there to here, and he's going to arrive at like 9, so only like an hour and a half after us. That's funny. What is that tower thing up there? I don't know if you guys can see it. What is that? That's super cool. Anyways, we're almost at the hotel, I think. I'm hoping. I'm ready to take these shoes off, or take the helmet off at least, and have a rest. But there'll be a bit more video for you. Alright guys, day 2. Looks like it's pretty close to finished. Pretty close to finished. Alright, we'll see you in the ending.
And just like that, day 2 comes to an end here in Bennington, Vermont. We've battled the elements, ridden through some incredible roads, and covered some serious ground. Tomorrow we'll be continuing our journey west, with even more amazing rides ahead. But for now, it's time to dry off, grab some food, and get ready for whatever tomorrow has in store. Thanks for riding along with us today. Remember, it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And today was one hell of a ride. Stay tuned for more adventures as we make our way to Sturgis.
All right, so it is day 3. Day 3. There's the guy. There's the pool. There's the guys right there. Ray's taking pictures of the bikes. And we stayed at Best Western here. It was nice. It's like a
studio room, so 2 queen beds and a pull-out couch, so it was awesome. And we got a pool, which we aren't going to use because we got here late. You may have seen Chris has rejoined us. He pulled in, man, he must be exhausted today. He pulled in at like 11:30 last night. So late. So he seems raring to go. See, there's Chris. There's Chris in the middle, right there. Right? He seems peppy, ready to go. So yeah, a little breakfast, free breakfast and coffee, and we'll be on our way. So this part of the world looks okay. Here, there's Ray. There's Ray. Ray's coming. Ray's on his way. Yeah, that was a loud horn. Oh yeah. 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 Anyway,
Freight train coming
yeah.
down the road.
We may get some rain later on in the day.
We may.
We are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are. It's set what 70 to 80% chance.
I think the last I looked was 90%, 20 mils at somewhere along the way.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. So, but it's nice now. That's what matters.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right? It's nice now. There's Dave.
No, maybe this fall, but it's coffee time.
Coffee time. All right, guys. We'll see you next stop or at the end of the day, something like that. Good morning, fellow riders. It's day 3 of our epic 24-day journey to Sturgis, and today we're leaving the city of Bennington, Vermont, and making our way to Clarion, Pennsylvania. But first, we'll be cruising through the scenic roads of Vermont and New York. The weather's starting off perfect. But we've heard that the weather might take a turn for the worse later in the day. So let's hit the road and enjoy it while we can. Vermont is an absolute pleasure to ride. The green mountains, winding roads, and covered bridges make this state a motorcyclist paradise. As we head west toward New York, we'll be leaving behind Vermont's charming countryside, but not before soaking in a few more miles of its beautiful roads. Oh, so we are off day 3. You guys probably saw the little video of breakfast. So a little bit of a later start this morning, but that's okay. You know, we needed to sleep. I think definitely needed to sleep. It is currently 7:22, full tank of gas, so that's good. I don't know. We're going through Vermont, and I have to say, I don't know if I said this in yesterday's video. I have to say, the Vermont roads. Oh my gosh! I don't know if it's because we're a little more south, or I don't know what it is, but their roads are so smooth. Like, you could ride on these and like just put your cruise control on and kind of just relax, and like there's no potholes. There's definitely, you know, the odd when you get into a town or something that you have to kind of watch for, but on the highways, oh my gosh, it's like riding on glass. You know, they're fantastic highways. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's just like this all the time. So Vermont, my hat's off to you for really, really nice roads, because Maine has some nice roads for sure. New Hampshire, nice roads, especially in regards to like Kirby and stuff like that. But Vermont, you got them too, and I have to say, look at this. Welcome to New York. I didn't even know. Look at that. I got it on the sign. Welcome to New York. I didn't realize we were that close actually to the Vermont-New York border. Wow. So we've already gone through Vermont. That's it for Vermont. And I think, yeah, it's New York, because New York's a pretty big state as well. And then I'm not too sure how far into Pennsylvania we're getting, but I'm pretty sure Pennsylvania is our final destination for tonight. But today is actually a longer day than yesterday. Yeah, and yesterday took us almost like 13 hours or something like that to do, and it was about 8.5 hours of actual riding. Today's supposed to be just over 9 hours of actual riding, so about a half an hour longer. But I'm not too sure how often we're on like an actual interstate. It doesn't really matter, right? Because Google Maps tells us how long it's going to be. So if we hop on roads that we're not supposed to go, that could end up being longer. And you know, 9 hours in the saddle, you know, you try to do the big blast of time in the morning while your back and your shoulders and your butt are still capable of it, and then as you get through midday, you're a little more wanting to stop. That looks foggy up there, you know. All right, anyways, we are in New York now, and we'll be in New York probably for a while. All right, guys, we will see you probably when we stop next. Yeah, that's exciting. All right. So it looks like it's a little bit curvy, and we actually just stopped for just a break. We've been on the road for about 2 hours-ish. So that last like 2 hours inside New York, the road was just straight for like an hour. You know, not overly exciting, but what this is starting to get me a little more lovely, because I've only ridden around in, you know, I want to say upper New York when I used to live in Ottawa. So I used to drive down, you know, down through Tupper Lake and then to Lake George and things like that, and those roads are actually really nice, like quite curvy. I'm hoping that we excuse me, get into some more curvy-ish roads. We got Google Maps set to avoid tolls, so that it just kind of takes us on the back roads. So it extends our ride time. So like I said, we've been riding for almost 2 hours, and it still says we have 7 hours and 17 minutes to go. And that's actual ride time. So that's not including any kind of stops or anything like that. So it's 10:15 now. It says our arrival should be 4:30. I'd say if we arrive 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'd be pretty okay with that. That puts us at another like 13-hour day. But yeah, the temperature right now, I don't know what it is. My guess is like low 20s, so Celsius, and perfect, just perfect. It is so nice. Anyways, yeah, having a great day. Another guy on a bike, and I've learned from my friend Joel, which is way back there. You may not be able to see him. I'm just kind of pointing. He's way back there. I was watching him the first day riding, and he was just dancing, just going on his bike dancing, and I was like, okay. So coming up here, I had some groovy tunes going on, and yesterday as well, and I find, I don't know what it is, your back gets sore because you're just kind of stiff, you know? You're just kind of sitting like this, like for like 8 hours. But if you're dancing and you're constantly like doing this, right, then there's movement in your back, and you know, the muscles get to do something, and they get to stretch a little bit, and your spine gets to move a little bit, and whatever it is. Dancing on your motorcycle, I'm telling you, that's the key. They always, long distance riding, they're like, what do you need to do? Dance. That's what you need to do. Dancing on your bike, whatever it is, kind of getting some of this going on, right? Just kind of getting the shoulders moving, getting the body moving. Yeah, I learned that from Joel. Right back there. He's not dancing right now, but he will be. He always is. All right, guys. We're somewhere in New York. I'm not 100% sure. I think our end result is Clarion, Pennsylvania. So yeah, we have 7 hours, seven and a quarter hours minimum. So we'll see. Oh, there'll be more talking. You know, there's always more talking. All right, guys. I really should check some of these videos to make sure everything's working. All right. Hopefully it stays nice like this for a while. All right. We'll see you when we get to the next wherever.
Crossing into New York, we're entering a state that offers a mix of everything, from the majestic Adirondacks to the rolling farmlands. Our first stop is Hoosick, a small town that's big on charm. If you're ever riding through, take a moment to check out the local history or just enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. Hoosick might be small, but it's packed with the classic New York State charm. Quiet roads, friendly locals, and the perfect spot to take a breather before continuing our journey. As we ride deeper into New York, the landscape changes. Wide open farmland gives way to dense forests, and the roads start to twist, just the way we like them. But what started as a perfect riding day is about to take a serious turn. The forecast warned us
And now we're starting to see the signs of what's coming.
Oh, we're in it now. We're in it now. We were fortunate enough to get our rain gear up for a bit, but we're in a storm now. We are in a storm. It's a little bit windy. I can't see for crap again. We're not moving overly fast, which is actually okay, because you can't see potholes really until they're right up on you. Yeah, it is rainy. Oh yeah, like stop sign. Fuck, we can't even see it. There's some swearing on this video. My gloves are already soaking wet because the rain's dripping off my mirrors right onto my gloves. Yeah, right on my gloves. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know how long we have of this, but I have a feeling it's another good test of the rain gear, I guess. But yeah, all I can see is the yellow line, sort of. But it is calming down. Trying to see which windscreen gives me the most visibility. And the simple answer is neither. Yeah, that's the simple answer. Neither windscreen is giving me visibility right now. But I'm going to stop filming because I think I should probably be having all my attention on the road right now, because yeah, it's a bumpy road and I can't see. You might think, seeing how important. I'm just talking. I don't know why I'm talking. Okay, I'm gonna stop this.
So we pulled over because of the rain, because it was bad on the road, especially on the highway. Just get the mist coming up from the cars and everything, and that, I don't know if you guys can see it right there in the mountains there. That's what we're going through, and it's like, I don't know, half an inch of rain that they're expecting underneath this one part in like an hour. So we figured it would be better to pull over and not do that. Dave was the smart one who pulled us over. The sissy. Okay, well, he has his moments of smartness, you know. We have to give him praise. All right, we'll see us when we're back on the road, I hope. Yep. So we had to stop because the rain is really bad. So really bad. So we're sitting at a gas station now, and we're hoping it stops because we still have like 5 hours of riding to do, and I don't even know what time it is. We're gonna arrive at like 8-9 o'clock at night, which sucks. I just hope this goes away at some point. Yeah, suck.
So we've had some rain, we've had some sun, and we were all sweating like crazy with the rain gear on because it got, fairly warm, like 27-ish, 26, 27 degrees Celsius. And it was lovely out, so about, 10-15 minutes ago, we all decided, hey, let's, first off, it was just, let's just take the rain pants off. Right, because like I'm wearing chaps, so even if we get a little bit of rain, the chaps should help enough. I got enough protection usually on this bike that I should be okay, unless torrential downpour, then it's not okay. Mesh jacket, and if you look behind me, there's Joel back there, right? Joel is wearing, I'm pretty sure he's wearing a t-shirt and no helmet.
Because he's like, we're in Pennsylvania, no helmet law. And I'm like, hey, you be you, man. You do you. And we were doing good, and then we came around a corner, and look at all these clouds. I don't know what way we're going. I just hope it's not that way, and I hope it's more that way. That's the hope. I don't know what direction we're pointing right now. We're traveling, well, I think southwest. So yeah, we wouldn't be going that way because that would put us more, well, it could be, because I guess if we wanted to go just more west, which is a possibility, so I don't really know. Anyways, Dave's up at the front wearing a long sleeve shirt. Chris and I are wearing mesh jackets. And Ray's got his rain jacket, but it's not closed. Maybe you can see it just flapping around out there. So if we get dumped on, his arms will be dry, possibly. But that's it. And poor Joel in the back. Hey, it's the decisions we make as adults, right? But honestly, because it's 23 degrees out right now, I wouldn't even mind being, rained on. It's like the heat when you're wearing rain jackets and it's that warm out. It's just, you end up just sweating so much that the inside of your stuff and your clothes get to soaked with sweat, and yeah, it's not great. Anyways, if it decides to rain again, I'll let you guys know. All right, I'm going to enjoy the ride and enjoy some music.
Welcome to Pennsylvania. The rain might be letting up, but the roads are still wet and slick. Pennsylvania is home to some incredible riding, especially in the western part of the state where we're headed today. Our destination is Clarion, a small town that's the gateway to the Allegheny National Park. Pennsylvania's roads are made for riders. Smooth, well-maintained, and with plenty of curves to keep things interesting. As we get closer to Clarion, you'll start to notice the landscape changing again. More forests, more elevation, and that sense of adventure that comes with riding through the great outdoors. Clarion is the perfect place to end a day like this, surrounded by nature and close to Allegheny National Forest. It's a great spot to relax and prepare for the next leg of our journey. Today's ride threw everything at us: sunshine, rain, everything in between. That's what makes the motorcycle trips like this unforgettable. And that's a wrap for day 3, from the sunny roads of Vermont to the stormy highways of New York and the beautiful countrysides of Pennsylvania. Today has been a roller coaster of a ride. Tomorrow we'll be heading even further west with more miles to cover and more adventures to be had. Thanks for coming along for the ride today. Stay tuned for day 4 as we continue our journey to Sturgis. Remember, it's not just about the perfect riding. It's about how you handle the tough days. Stay safe out there, and as always, keep the rubber side down.
Alright, so I didn't do a video last night because I was exhausted. We got home late and I forgot. So this morning we are here at the Quality Inn. Yep, we're all packed up, ready to go. We're getting packed. We're just trying to figure out where we're going. Quick question for you fine folks.
Yeah, this just hold on. So
Where are we going today?
that's what we're trying to
Nice.
I'm trying to put the address in. We're going through Ohio, and we'll end up in Columbia City, Indiana.
Columbia City, Indiana, is where we'll end up. So right now it's not horrible, but it does say, it says like sunny with rain, but 26 degrees. I think today's, it's funny, it's a shorter day, which means like 600 kilometers. Oh yeah. This is the first day I woke up sore and tired, and I just didn't want to get out of bed. But shorter day today. I think a lot more stops. We're gonna see if we can find, I think, a bunch of maybe Indian dealers and see what's going on there. And yeah, that's it. We are somewhere in Pennsylvania, and day 4? Day 4. Saturday? I don't even know. I have no idea. And there's Ray. Ray's got his banana. Ray's got his banana and a beverage.
Yeah. All right. See you next video.
Welcome back, riders. It's day 4 of our journey to Sturgis. And we'll be leaving Clarion, Pennsylvania and heading all the way to Columbia, Indiana. But first, we've got a pit stop in Niles, Ohio at the Indian Motorcycle Dealer, so we can dry off and get out of the rain. Because once again, the weather isn't on our side. It's going to be another wet ride, but that's all part of the adventure. So let's hit the road and see what today has in store. Pennsylvania has been an awesome state to ride through, with its wide open roads and stunning countryside. As we leave Clarion behind, the roads are smooth, and the scenery is everything you'd want on a motorcycle trip. If you're ever riding through Pennsylvania, make sure to check out the Allegheny National Forest. Its winding roads are perfect for a day ride.
Well, we had to pull over because there it is. There's the darkness. It is black clouds over there. So we're all getting rain geared up again. And Joel just blew by us because I think there he is. There's Joel. He's coming. I think he's coming. Chevy sign should be coming around the corner there. There he is. So yeah, we're getting rain geared up, and looks like we're heading into another storm. Yay!
All right, folks, on the road, and I'm kind of happy. Not that I'm happy that it's a little rainy, but I am, because I got my visor open, and the cool air and the odd little raindrop that's hit me in the face is kind of refreshing. As I'm sleepy. I am so sleepy this morning. Oh, I'm glad today's a shorter day. Not that it's short again, but tired. Day 4. Long. Yesterday was long. I don't even remember what time we pulled in. It was dark. It was so dark when we pulled into the hotel. And then, of course, we pulled into the hotel, and Ray booked the hotel and booked it. I guess he had phoned and said, it's for 5 of us, so we need a room with like two beds, 2 like queens or something, or 2 doubles or whatever, and like either a cot or a pull-out couch. And then we get to the room last night, and the guy's like, no, it's against state law to have a pull-out or a cot. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense, especially when we phoned and booked it, and that's what they said. So then we had to book a second room. Fine. And then Chris and I go into the second room, which is a room for us, and again, it's like, I don't know what time it is, 9 o'clock, something like that, maybe later, 9:30, and it hasn't been cleaned. There's like water bottles all over the place, and oven bags of chips. The beds are all not made up, and so we go back, and anyway, they upgraded us for the same cost. It wasn't that nice of them, to a suite. Not that we needed it, because we both just basically like crashed and that was it. But there was people behind us that were coming in saying that their rooms had the same thing, not made up, and we had gotten the last room. So the suite, which is why they upgraded us, because it was the only room that was not booked, was it. And their cleaning staff, I guess, was gone for the day, because of course it's 9:30 at night. And people that had appointments or reservations, didn't have a clean room, and they were leaving, and it wasn't great. Anyways, we're going to an Indian dealer. I don't know where it is. I just know it's like south, probably like an hour south of Cleveland. And that's it. That's where we're going. So I don't think it's that far. It's like 100 and something miles from where we're started. So yeah. All right. We'll see when we get there. I'm hoping that the rain today is just like this kind of rain. That would be nice in comparison to what we went through yesterday. Man, we got dumped on. We were fortunate that there was a gas station, because when you take back roads like this, You know, you could be driving like an hour and a half, 2 hours, you know, before you pass. Like, there's no overpasses or anything like that to hide under, right? So you're just like looking for something. We got hit with it for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and we came on a gas station. So luckily enough, we could pull over and weather the storm. Yep. All right, guys, that's it for me for right now. We'll see you when we get to the dealership, I think.
As we continue west, the clouds are starting to thicken, and we're bracing ourselves for the rain that's coming. But first, we're enjoying these last few dry miles in Pennsylvania. And here it comes. Ohio greets us with a heavy downpour. Riding in the rain isn't always fun, but it's part of the experience. In conditions like this, it's all about staying focused, keeping your speed in check, and making sure you've got plenty of space between you and the next rider. Ohio is known for its mix of industrial cities and rural farmland, and today we're getting a taste of both. If you're ever riding through in better weather, make sure to check out the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Another gem, where right now our priority is getting out of this rain. We're at the Indian motorcycle dealer drying off and taking a break from the rain. If you're ever riding through Ohio, this is a great spot to stop, whether you need gear, service, or just a place to stretch your legs. The team here is always welcoming to riders passing through, and it's a good chance to check out some of the new gear, grab a coffee, and get ready for the next leg of the journey.
Oh, so we finally got some nice weather. It is 2:17 in the morning. No, that's not right. 2:17 in the afternoon, and we have been riding through rain, and some pretty hard rain, since really, outside of little patches that you get that don't rain, what seems like forever. But we did have a fantastic stop at an Indian dealer, and I think Canton, Ohio? Is that, maybe that's right, maybe that's not, I don't know. Talked to Brad, talked to his staff, they were awesome. You know, they would just take our clothes and kind of just set it out so we could dry a little bit. They even took some pictures of us. I think they said they're gonna give them to their marketing people, because they were all like, that's awesome, you guys are doing such a cool trip on Indian bikes, which is super cool. I bought myself some merch, which is underneath of my jacket here, because, well, it was still raining. I'm not sure, like that way still looks yucky, that way not so yucky, so that's all kinds of good. I don't know if I dare take the rain gear off yet. I guess we'll look at a radar map just to find out. We interstated it for a bit, just to make up some miles, because, you know, it's been 3 fairly long days, and if we get to the hotel a bit earlier, nothing wrong with that. This camera here, I don't even know if it's usable, because it's like, the lens still looks all foggy, because again, we just got out of the rain like maybe 4 or 5 minutes ago. Anyways, I have a feeling we are looking maybe for a place to stop to eat for lunch. Also, not that I need fuel right away, but I'm down to 93 miles, which this bike has been getting fantastic miles per, look at that, 54 miles per gallon. And that's even doing interstate. It got up to, we were up to like 70 miles per hour. Not necessarily that kind of speed when it was raining, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. What town are we in now? No idea. Are we still in Ohio? I don't know. We were in Ohio, and I thought we were still in Pennsylvania. So, yeah. Anyways, looks like we are pulling in for some fuel and probably find ourselves something to eat. Maybe take off the rain gear. I don't know. But we'll check base with you guys soon. Yeah, soon.
After a much needed break, we're back on the road and heading towards Indiana. The rain is finally letting up, and we're getting back to the kind of riding we came here for. Indiana is full of wide, open highways and flat farmland, making it an easy ride after a long day of battling the elements.
Indiana might not have the mountain views of Pennsylvania or Vermont, but it's got its own kind of beauty. The straight open roads are perfect for covering miles quickly, and if you have the time, the Hoosier National Forest is worth checking out for some scenic riding. Columbia, Indiana, our final stop for the day. After hours of rain and hundreds of miles, we've made it. The small town is a perfect place to rest before we continue our journey west tomorrow. If you're passing through Indiana, don't miss a chance to ride the scenic byways along the Wabash River or explore some of the historic sites in the area. Today was tough, no doubt about it. Between the rain and the long miles, it tested us as riders. But that's what makes trips like this so rewarding. Tomorrow, we're headed deeper into the Midwest as we get closer to Sturgis. Stay tuned, there's a lot more in store. And that's a wrap on day 4 to Sturgis, from the rainy roads of Ohio to the open highways of Indiana. It's been a wild and crazy day, but we're pushing forward, rain or shine, because that's what this journey is all about. Thanks for riding along with us today, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 5 as we continue this adventure.
And that, my friends, was a day. That was a day. Started off okay. Then it turned into absolute crap. We got so much rain today till about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, we were in it. We were in it for sure, and it was just not letting up at all. So we ended up pulling into a Indian dealership, and we spent like an hour there. Had a nice talk with the owner and hung out, and he let us dry our stuff while the rain the worst of it was kind of coming down. And then we all like bought some merch and stuff like that. Fantastic. He got us coffee and all the good stuff. And then we drove for like another, I don't know, hour. And then it turned into this. It's 30, like it got up to 33 degrees and like super sunny. I'm like a little burnt now. You would never think I would have got burnt when we left this morning. And I got a new shirt. Yes, nice little Indian shirt at the dealership. But we're at the Holiday Inn Express. We are in Indiana, I think. So we went from Pennsylvania, Ohio, and then Indiana. I don't know if we went anywhere else because I didn't even know we were in Ohio at one point. But yeah, I think we're in Indiana right now. Columbus City or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to, bikes are unpacked, and we're going to go for dinner. And that'll be today. Yeah. All right.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Joel's doing the competition. 15 wings, habanero wings. Go. First bite, how is it?
It's good. Chummy.
All right.
It's warm.
It's warm. Yes.
Talk to me after I start sweating.
But 15, you shouldn't have a problem.
Ask me when I'm at 14.
Okay. All right, we'll be back. Last one. No, you want? I want all the tears coming out of your face. There's nothing dangling. All right, final one. Let's see. Final one. All right. And you plowed through them pretty fast.
They're definitely warm.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. On a set the Ben's hot dog record, 17 hot dogs, 40 some melts. It was much harder.
Yes?
It was much harder than this, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they let me drink chocolate milk while I was doing it.
Then what?
They let me drink chocolate milk when I was doing it.
Oh my God.
All right. 15 wings of their, what do they call it? The wall? The wall. It's a habanero hot sauce.
Is that it? Is that it? We're done? We're done?
Boom, Joel, to soak up the rest of the stuff.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
No, I thought you guys were. I thought you were.
Habanero soup? No, I like chicken.
Are you actually going to order a burger now or a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm thinking of like chicken. That's pretty good. Hot chicken.
Nice. That's it. Joel gets to get his. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. It's all done. It's all done.
All done. Alrighty.
It was definitely worn.
What size
Is this-
shirt?
It's the biggest shirt, right?
Medium.
Double XL?
Nice.
Close it up.
See? Let's see, Joel.
Okay, good.
I conquered the Wings Wall of Fame. Okay, hold on. Wait.
She gets to go first.
Yeah.
Put it in the guys near the Joel, just put it.
All right, well, we are all packed up for day 5, Sunday. So, not as much stuff open today to go see, but we are going, I don't know, somewhere to see some antique stuff. And I suppose the guy has a large Indian collection, so that's kind of cool. Also, it's one of our longest days, but we're again packed up. It's like, I don't know what time it is. It's 6:45. They start serving breakfast here at 7, so we're gonna just hang out till it's time, have breakfast here, and then be on our way. Our first stop is like 311 miles or something. Not our first stop, but our first scenic stop is like 311 miles, and our day is 400 and something miles. So yeah, fairly long day. But the weather says that it's supposed to be super nice, so that is excellent, and we will see you guys next video. I won't be shooting a lot today because I am going helmetless. Yeah, yes I am. Welcome back to the journey, folks. It's day 5 of our epic 24-day Sturgis trip, and after days of battling the rain, we're finally in for a treat. Today we'll be crossing 3 states: Indiana, Illinois, and Iowa. And best of all, the weather is perfect for riding. Today's leg of the journey starts here in Indiana, heading toward Illinois. But before the day is over, we'll swing back into Indiana and then back into Iowa. Let me tell you, we're ready for a dry, smooth ride after all that rain. No better to take in America's heartland than on 2 wheels. Starting out here in Indiana, we've got miles of straight, easy riding ahead of us. Now, Indiana might be known for its famous Indy 500, but today we're trading speed for scenery. The roads here are a motorcyclist's dream. Smooth and open, no rush, just the roar of our engines and the wide open landscapes in front of us. One thing you'll notice out here, besides the endless sky, is the corn. We've been riding past miles and miles of cornfields. Indiana and Illinois are known for their agriculture, and out here you really get a feel for the vastness. It's a classic Midwest experience. Now we're rolling into Illinois, the land of Lincoln. Illinois is a big state, and if you're a history buff, there's plenty to see. From Abraham Lincoln's home in Springfield to the iconic Route 66 that starts in Chicago. But today we're sticking to the country roads, enjoying that Midwest charm. If you got the time, Springfield's a great detour for a taste of history. But for us, the road calls. Illinois riding is all about the back roads and the simplicity of the Midwest. Nothing beats seeing it from the seat of a motorcycle. All right, about an hour riding, and we're stopped at a Sitco, something like right there, Sitco. Yep, because P time and checking the maps. We have like avoid highways and tolls, but it's highways. There's just, it doesn't look like there's a lot of back roads. So we're on this for a little bit.
If it does find some back roads for us, then we'll take those, I guess. But we'll go however it tells us to go. So far though, weather has been awesome. No traffic. Fantastic way to start the day. Get up early, get those miles in.
After a quick detour through Illinois, we're back in Indiana for a bit more riding. Honestly, the terrain doesn't change. Much more of the open roads. It's a welcome change after the twisty roads of Vermont and the rain we faced earlier in the trip. Out here you get a sense of the vastness of America's breadbasket. If you're riding these roads, don't be in a hurry.
All right, so we stopped on the side of the road, just, well,
17 kilometers.
just because there's just nothing here. It's all corn, just corn everywhere. Corn, lots and lots of corn. And whatever this is on this side, I don't know what that is. And then there's some Joel, a little bit of Joel right there. Joel's my dancing partner, so that's good. There's a lot of corn. Walls and walls of corn. So that's exciting. This road is, except for that corner, I was like, ooh, a corner.
Hey, I'll take this straight road without traffic lights.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Earlier in Illinois, there was a traffic light again, like a red traffic light every 200 feet. Bad one.
Yeah.
There's something about the simple beauty of the Midwest that you just don't get anywhere else. And finally, we roll into LeClaire. This place is a hidden gem for any rider, but especially for fans of antiques and motorcycles. If you've got a love for classic motorcycles, you can't miss the old Indian bikes here. LeClaire is famous for being the home of American pickers. But for us, the highlight is these old Indian motorcycles. There's just something about seeing these classic bikes that connects you with the history of motorcycling. Makes you appreciate the machines we're riding today even more. If you got the time on your ride through Iowa, LeClaire is definitely worth the stop. Whether it's the history, the antiques, or just grabbing a bite at a local diner. It's a perfect break from the road. As the sun sets on day 5, we've covered a lot of ground from Indiana's fields to Illinois' quiet roads and finally into Iowa. Today's been one for the books. We're just a few days closer to Sturgis, and after all the rain earlier in the trip, this dry, peaceful day was exactly what we needed. Tomorrow we'll be covering even more ground, but tonight it's all about winding down after a perfect day of riding. Stick around for day 6, it's going to be another epic ride.
We are now in Illinois, and we're, I don't know, as soon as we cross the Mississippi River, But look at that, eh? Super pretty. Super pretty. So it's a nice little look-off spot. Yes, that's all right. It's lovely. Very lovely. We're in Illinois. Illinois. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I was tired last night, so I didn't do an end of day video. No, didn't do an end of day video, so I'm doing the end of day video first thing in the morning. It was like, I don't know what time it was, 9 o'clock. We got to the hotel after dinner. It was still 31 degrees. Humid. I don't know why it was so humid. Anyways, yesterday was just like, it was our longest day, but for some reason the day just went by. We covered a lot of miles because it's a lot of like just straight roads, especially through some of the states. A lot of cornfields forever, and then not a lot of twisties by any means. But you need some days where you just crank out the miles. Yeah, we went through 4 states. So Indiana, I can't remember. It's too early. It's way too early. Indiana, Illinois, we're in Iowa, and one other one. I can't. Wisconsin. That's it. Yeah, we just dipped into, I think, Illinois maybe, just to say that we were there. But very cool. We had a nice stop just before we got there on the Mississippi River, which was cool. Anyways, today we cross into South Dakota today, I believe. But South Dakota is a fairly big state, so today's our shortest day. It's only like 500 kilometers. So we're going to Indian Spirit Lake, which is like, I guess, the manufacturing plant or the headquarters or something like that, which is kind of cool. Hopefully we can get a tour, but I think you're supposed to book them. I'm not too sure. And then we make it into Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I think it is. And then that'll be today. All right, it's not even 6 o'clock in the morning. This guy on his Harley just parked it here. It's probably not bad if it was going to rain, but it did not. All right, we'll see you guys hopefully tonight.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 6 of our epic 24-day motorcycle trip to Sturgis. Today we're leaving Cedar Falls, Iowa, and heading north into Minnesota before finishing up the day in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But the real highlight of the day is going to be our stop at the legendary Indian Motorcycle Factory in Spirit Lake, Iowa. So let's get started. It's another gorgeous day for riding after the rough weather earlier in the trip. This stretch of perfect riding days feels like a blessing. No rain in sight, just miles of open road ahead. So let's hit it. Iowa might be known for its farmland. There's more to it than just cornfields on 2 wheels. You really get to take in the beauty of this state. Long sweeping roads, green fields, and that beautiful open sky. And today we're making a special stop that any motorcyclist would dream of, Spirit Lake, Iowa. This is home to the iconic Indian Motorcycle Factory. Here we are, the birthplace of modern Indian motorcycles.
All right, so we made it to the Indian Motorcycle Factory. Here's nice. So we got a picture in front of the sign. Gonna go in now. Everybody's in already. We have like a video tour, so we're gonna do that. And what? Oh, big shirt for Joel, maybe. All right, I'm gonna go in and maybe spend some money. Yeah.
Whether you're an Indian rider or not, this place is a must-see for any motorcycle enthusiast. The history here runs deep. Indians have been making bikes since 1901. And Spirit Lake is where the magic happens today. Seeing these bikes up close, watching them come together, there's nothing quite like it.
Indian motorcycles have a legacy that's as American as the roads we're riding on. If you ever find yourself in Iowa, this stop is a must. It's moments like these that make a trip like this unforgettable. After Spirit Lake, we're back on the road and heading into Minnesota. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. And though we're not riding through the heart of the state, you'll still catch glimpses of that natural beauty. There's a lot of great riding up here, especially if you head into northern Minnesota. But today, we're passing through the southern part, making a stop in Lakefield. Lakefield's one of those small towns where you get a real sense of Midwestern hospitality. A perfect place to stretch the legs and grab a bite to eat before we head on to South Dakota. If you're riding through, take a few minutes to enjoy these small towns. From Minnesota, we ride into South Dakota, and you can feel the landscape start to change. The plains get wider, and the horizon seems to stretch forever. South Dakota's got some of the most iconic motorcycle routes in the area, and we're just getting started. Sioux Falls might be the largest city in South Dakota, but it still feels laid back and welcoming. The city's got plenty to offer if you're stopping for the night. From the famous Falls Park to the local spots to grab food. We've covered a lot of ground today, but there's still plenty more to come as we ride further west. If you've got the time while passing through Sioux Falls, Falls Park is definitely worth the stop. It's a great spot to take a break, soak in the views, and get ready for the next leg of the journey. As day 6 comes to a close, we've ridden through 3 states, visited the birthplace of Indian motorcycles, and experienced some of the best weather yet on this trip. The roads ahead look great, and we are one day closer to Sturgis. That's what it's all about. Great roads, great stops, great weather. Today's been an unforgettable ride, so stick with us as we keep rolling towards Sturgis.
All right, guys, another long day. Well, actually not too bad. We started off at 7 and we actually got here. We're in Sioux Falls. So left Cedar Falls and got to Sioux Falls. Probably around 3 or 4. I don't even know what time it is right now. I do think we cross a time zone tomorrow at some. Why do my hands look so? It's like they're dirty. Why is that? That looks better. Had problems figuring out this back. Isn't that weird? It is weird. Anyways, we're staying at a pretty nice hotel. We've all gone on into the hot tub. Oh yes. Went to the pool. Yep. The guys are out now. Went to some lounge, I think. So I was like, I'm gonna stay back, and we are gonna, I think, go for dinner after. So we shall see once they get back here. But we're starting to see more and more bikes. A lot of bikes that are coming back from Sturgis, and of course a few bikes that are heading out to Sturgis. So yeah, this is a very nice resort. I don't even know what it's called. It is I think it's a Comfort. Comfort it. Windy. Yeah, windy. How bike?
You see, pretty sure you can't even see it right now.
Pretty sure. No, go back to where there's no wind. Protected by the building, which is excellent. Anyways, yeah, today was I don't know, it wasn't crazy long, but we went to the Indian Motorcycle Factory in Spirit Lake, which was cool. We couldn't do a tour because they only did tours like 8:30 in the morning and 10:30 in the morning, and you had to book in advance, so we couldn't do that. But still cool. Bought some merch, of course, because why wouldn't you? Saw some of the bikes that they have kind of showcased there, which is cool. And then yeah, it's a lot of straight roads and a lot of like cornfields and just other stuff, but a lot of cornfields. but straight for like hours. And then like a corner sneaks up on you and you're like, ooh, a corner. Yeah, so that was fun. I think we went through two, maybe three states. I think we left Iowa. I think we went to Minnesota, just kind of curved into it. And then, of course, South Dakota. I don't think we got anywhere else. I think that's it. Yeah, so just a lovely, lovely little place. That, he said I can light up later on if I want. So, yeah, that's cool. All right, guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow, we actually make it to Custer in South Dakota, which is where our Airbnb is. And I guess that's where all the fun will start. Yeah, fun will start. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, folks, so we are here in Sioux Falls. Dave's looking for his gloves. And we are on our way to a monument.
Okay, we can cut this video. I found my gloves on.
Okay, we're good. Got the video off. Comfort Inn right there, which was excellent. Dave has definitely won for best hotel up to this point. But yeah, so we're up to some, where are we going? Some monument. Joel may know. What monument are we going to see?
Dignity of Earth and Sky.
I thought it was Mother Earth.
Dignity of Earth and Sky.
That's what it's called.
All right, and then that's like 2 hours from here?
I think so.
We'll get the highway I-90.
About 2 hours. And then we are off to Custer.
Custer.
So fairly long day.
For a few days.
Yeah, which is nice. We can kind of unload,
Yeah.
wash. I may actually take the pads out of my helmet. And I can just wash them in the sink and
It
just.
has been pretty hot though.
Yeah, it's been hot, and I put my helmet in a dry bag like 3 days ago. I think,
Hockey bag.
yeah, something's not well in there. I'm pretty sure something crawled in and died with it. Nice thing is I get to wear that this morning.
So we're gonna enjoy it.
Nope.
We're
No.
gonna,
What?
we're gonna do straight shot up I-90, right?
I-90?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
so we get to the statue.
We're going to the statue, and then when we get to Custer, we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Stu 24.
Welcome back to day 7 of our epic 24-day motorcycle trip to Sturgis. Today, we're leaving Sioux Falls and heading deeper into South Dakota, passing through Chamberlain and ending the day in the heart of the Black Hills, Custer, South Dakota. Along the way, we've got a couple of great stops, including a unique tractor museum and the awe-inspiring Dignity statue. And with this perfect weather, it's going to be an unforgettable ride. South Dakota is home to some of the most iconic motorcycle routes, and today's ride will take us through some breathtaking landscapes. And with the sun shining and the open road ahead, we're ready to roll. South Dakota, in many ways, feels like it was made for motorcycle riders. The roads are long, straight, and smooth, and the views stretch out as far as the eye can see. We're heading west, deeper into the heart of this great state. No rain today, just endless sunshine and miles of open road.
Right, so we stop at a light in the middle of a field. Light in the middle of a field. But I should get Joel to come talk to me about my lunch experience.
We were in a town called Mission, and stopped at a Subway, and they were nice enough to make us salad. I believe it was a chicken salad.
Was it chicken salad?
Chicken salad. He steps up. the waitress was just young, but she was just emotionless, like a robot or something, which made it even funnier. But he asked for honey mustard on a salad, and she grabbed the yellow mustard, and I mean, she put so much yellow mustard on that salad.
It was just like,
If I had had a ham sandwich, I would have sent it back because there was way too much
oh yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Anyway, and Greg goes, no, that's yellow mustard. I wanted honey mustard. And she went, like, without doing a thing, she just put the yellow mustard back, grabbed the honey mustard, and doubled down. Filled it just as much. I was like,
Poor Joel is like crying beside me.
it was like, oh man, that's gonna taste delicious. And seeing me laughing my ass off, Blund goes, I could make it again. And Greg goes, no, that's okay. And then that's the big giant apple. What a classic.
Oh, it's good. Anyways, looks like we might be going soon, so we'll see you next stop.
The landscape here might seem simple, just wide open plains, but when you're on a bike, it feels like freedom. You can really let go and just enjoy the ride. If you're riding through South Dakota, this is where you take a deep breath, relax, and let the road carry you. One of the best parts of a trip like this is the unexpected stops. We're in Chamberlain now, where we pulled in to check out a unique little spot, the South Dakota Tractor Museum. It's a slice of Americana you just don't want to miss. Now I know what you're thinking, tractors. But trust me, this place is worth a stop. It's not just about farming, it's about history. These machines helped build the America we ride through today. If you've got the time, places like this are the heart and soul of rural America. And hey, even if you're not into tractors, it's a cool break from the road. We make a stop at one of South Dakota's most iconic sites now, the Dignity Statue. This 50-foot tall sculpture of a Native American woman is an absolute must-see if you're riding through the state. This is Dignity, standing tall above the Missouri River. She's a tribute to the Lakota and Dakota people, and the craftsmanship is just incredible. You really can't pass through here without stopping to take this in. Whether you're into art, history, or just love a good scenic stop, Dignity is a must. Plus, the views of the Missouri River from up here aren't too bad either. Wide shots of the riders admiring the statue with sweeping views of the river and landscape behind it. After soaking in some South Dakota history, it's back on the road towards one of the more exciting parts of today's ride, heading into the Black Hills. This part of the state is known for its rugged beauty, and the roads here are some of the best you'll find anywhere in the country. Once you hit the Black Hills, you know you're in for something special. The roads get twistier, the scenery gets wilder, and you can feel the adventure picking up. These are the kinds of roads motorcycle riders dream of. Smooth, winding, and surrounded by nature. If you're planning a ride through South Dakota, make sure you take your time through the Black Hills. There's so much to see and experience, from the wildlife to the epic landscapes. As the sun sets on day 7, we roll into Custer, South Dakota, at the gateway to some of the best riding in the Black Hills. It's been another perfect day on the road, and we're one step closer to Sturgis. Today had it all. Great weather, wide open roads, incredible stops, and some of the best scenery we've seen so far. Tomorrow, we'll be riding through even more of the Black Hills, and I can't wait to see what's next. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you on day 8.
So a lot of places that are in not great shape where we are. So we ended up here at the subway. Should be safe.
All right, so we are in Custer. There's Dave. Dave's good side. It's excellent. And just gave the bikes a little bit of a wash down. I've been slacking at doing the end of day videos because, well, we usually get where we're going and we just kind of crash or relax or whatever. But I'll try to do better. And today we are going possibly to Mount Rushmore. Yes? Yeah, Mount Rushmore. And then we are maybe going up to Sturgis area because the Buffalo Chip area. That's where our registration packages are that we registered for the rally. And yeah, it's a lovely day. We got a nice rainstorm last night. Came down for a little bit, not too bad. Bikes, like I said. Some of the bikes are up here. Some of the bikes are down below. Our place that we stayed at, or we're staying at for the next couple nights, awesome. It's perfect. We have like a Dollar Tree or something across the street. There's like a brewery across the street. There's like a post office and all that is close. Joel and I may actually ship some stuff back because we realized we brought way too much stuff, and if we want to buy more things, then we're running out of room on the bikes. So that's our plan so far for the day, but more could happen. All right, guys, we'll see you hopefully tonight.
Well, today is day 8 of our 24-day epic bucket list motorcycle trip to Sturgis and beyond. Guess what? We finally made it to Custer, South Dakota, our home base for the next few days. As we explore the amazing roads and sights the state has to offer, today we've got some incredible stops. We're kicking things off with Mount Rushmore, heading over to the Crazy Horse Memorial, and then, one of my favorites, we're taking the legendary Needles Highway. But before we hit the road, let me tell you, the Black Hills area of South Dakota is biker heaven. There's something special about the way these roads carve through the landscape with so many hidden gems to stop and explore. South Dakota is much more than just wide open plains. Once you hit the Black Hills, the terrain changes completely. The roads are winding with smooth curves that seem like they were made for motorcycles. And one thing I can't stress enough, take your time here. There are just so many places to stop and take in the views. First up for us today is Mount Rushmore. This is a must-see on any motorcycle trip through South Dakota. Mount Rushmore, which you've seen in movies, on postcards, but trust me, standing here in person, it's something else. It's an iconic piece of Americana, carved right into a rock. If you've got the time, I highly recommend walking through the museum here. It gives you a real appreciation for the craftsmanship that went into this place.
What do you think about Rushmore, Joel?
Yeah, it's really cool, man. I can't imagine, like, having to dangle off that thing to chisel those faces out.
Right?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. There were no scaffolding at that point.
No, just ropes, I would imagine.
Yeah. So who are the presidents?
Washington,
Lincoln.
Jefferson, and Teddy Roosevelt.
I wouldn't even know if they're right.
Yeah, Washington's a little loud. Teddy Roosevelt's the guy with the mustache.
Right.
Yeah. Lincoln.
He's kind of right. Yeah.
The only one I'm not positive about is the second one. I think it's Jefferson Colfax.
Sure, it's old.
He's the one you can look right up his nose.
Yes.
Yeah. Sweet.
From Mount Rushmore, we're heading just a bit further down the road to see the Crazy Horse Memorial. Now, this one's still a work in progress, but it's already incredibly impressive. It's going to be the largest mountain carving in the world once it's finished, and it's all about honoring the culture and the spirit of the Native Americans.
All right, so we went to the Mount Rushmore, which was cool. And now we're at Crazy Horse. And there's Dave. See Dave? We're told to sit on the driver's side. Better view out the window. And yeah, so we're taking the bus tour to go see if we can get possibly closer and get some cool photos and videos for you fine folk. You know, and some memorabilia for us. There's Dave. It's Dave.
Completed on the mountain. Then if you go up on top, go to your far right, you'll see what his Crazy Horse's left hand with his index finger funking out above his thumb. As part of the newest work that was unveiled at the 75th year.
The Crazy Horse Memorial is all about history and heritage. It's a tribute to the Lakota warrior, Crazy Horse, and it's a really powerful place to visit. Plus, the ride here, absolutely beautiful. And there's a great visitor center with exhibits that explain the history of the project and the indigenous peoples of the area. Now, this is what we've been waiting for. Needles Highway. If you're a biker and you're anywhere near South Dakota, this is a must ride. Tight turns, granite spires shooting up from the ground, and tunnels that are just barely wide enough for you to squeeze through on a bike. It's exhilarating. It's one of the most unique rides I've ever been on. And the tunnels, watch out. They're super narrow, so take it slow and steady. We had to stop here and take it all in. This view is worth every mile. If you've got the time, this is a great spot to pull off, stretch your legs, and snap a few photos. Needles Highway is the kind of road that reminds you of the freedom, the beauty, and the thrill of the open road. Well, that's it for today. Day 8 was packed with some of the most iconic sights in South Dakota. Mount Rushmore, and of course, Needles Highway. And the best part, we've still got a few more days here to explore even more. If you're planning your own motorcycle trip through South Dakota, make sure you add these stops to your list. There's just so much to see and do in this state. Absolutely unforgettable. Again, thanks for riding along with us today, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got more incredible rides and stories coming up, but until next time, keep the rubber side down, and we'll see you on the road.
All right, so walking back from Main Street here in Custer. Today was cool. We all kind of slept in, had breakfast at the house, which was nice. We also came back and did lunch at the house, which was also good. But we went and did Mount Rushmore today, which was cool. And then we went and did Crazy Horse, which was also super awesome. Cool to see. We actually did a bus tour there, which was nice. Then we came back and had lunch.
Then we went and did, what is it? Can't remember what the lake is called. Sylvan Lake, which actually goes up to Needles Highway, which was also great. I want to do it again, but maybe a little faster, since we've been told you want to do it slow, especially the first time around, because the roads are really narrow and you can get kind of caught, right? So wanted to go through one time slow just to kind of get our bearings, and then we came back and a little bit of shopping, so all good. And the boys are at I don't know, some saloon, and I'm walking back, and they're gonna hang out with Chris and just watch bikes go up and down the street. Yeah, I don't know what day it is, 8 maybe, something like that. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 9 of our 24-day bucket list motorcycle trip. And we're finally heading into Sturgis, South Dakota. The sun is shining, and after all the rain we've battled, we couldn't ask for better riding weather. This ride from Custer is beautiful. Wide open roads, perfect for any biker who loves cruising through nature. So here we are, first stop of the day. The Indian Motorcycle Dealer in Sturgis. Every year during the rally, this place is packed with riders, all getting their bikes serviced, picking up gear, and just soaking in the Sturgis vibe. Our bikes are getting their oil changes, and while we wait, I'm hopping on the back of my buddy Joel's bike to head over to Main Street and see what's going on. If you're planning a trip to Sturgis during the rally, keep in mind places like this can get busy fast. But it's part of the experience. You'll meet tons of fellow riders here, swap stories, and maybe even find some new gear for the road. There's something special about riding into Sturgis for the first time. It's a mecca for motorcycle riders. Everywhere you look, there are bikes, bikers, and more bikes. And that sound, pure adrenaline. Well, this is it, Sturgis Main Street. It's just as wild as you've imagined. The energy here is incredible. People from all over the world. The sound of engines and so many custom motorcycles to check out. If you're into bikes, you can spend hours just walking up and down this street. We've got a bit more time before the bikes are ready, so we're soaking it all in here on Main Street. And one of the best things about Sturgis is the community. You're surrounded by thousands of people who love motorcycles just as much as you do. And there's always something to see, from custom bike builds to live music. And if you're into bike shopping, this is the place to be. Every brand, every style, it's all here. But even if you're not buying, it's still worth just cruising around and taking in the scene. After a few hours of exploring Sturgis, we're heading back to the Indian Motorcycle Dealer to pick up our bikes. But before we leave town, we're taking a quick ride around the area because there's so much more to see than just Main Street. Sturgis isn't just about the rally. The roads around here have some of the best in the country. You've got beautiful views of the Black Hills, the open highways, and plenty of spots to stop and take in the scenery. All right, bikes are ready, and we're hitting the road, heading back to Custer to wrap up the day. It's been a blast checking out Sturgis, and even though the rally is full of action, the real highlight for us is the ride itself. The roads are smooth, and it feels like the trip is just getting started. For those of you planning your own ride through South Dakota, make sure to take your time in the Sturgis area. There's more to it than just the rally. The surrounding roads offer some of the best riding experiences you'll ever have. Whether it's the Black Hills or even a quick detour to Spearfish Canyon, you just can't go wrong. Well, that's it for day 9, folks. We finally got to experience Sturgis, see what all the hype is about, and the best part, we're not done.
Tomorrow, we've got more amazing roads, and who knows what other adventures we'll find. As always, thanks for riding along with us. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video.
All right, folks. Well, we are back. Well, I'm back. I'm not even sure where Ray and Chris are right now, but Joel and Dave went up for a dinner, and I am just, it was so cold today. I left this morning to go up to Sturgis, and it was 9 degrees Celsius, which equates to something Fahrenheit. Cold. It was nice in Sturgis. When we were in Sturgis, it was like, I don't know, 16, 17, 18, maybe 18 degrees. It was nice, just enough to kind of wear a shirt, maybe in a vest or something like that. And then on our way back, it was overcast, and I think it was like 11 degrees Celsius. So yeah, cold. I shipped a parcel back because I brought too much clothes. Of course, I shipped a whole bunch of long sleeve stuff because I'm like, it's been so hot. And then, of course, the day I do that, the following day, it's freezing. Anyways, yeah, we spent the day. We went up to the Indian dealer to get oil changes and things like that. If you don't get there early, even if you get there early, if you're not like one of the first few bikes in line, which I'm sure everybody's lining up there, my bike was in there for like 6-7 hours before it got finished. So we just wandered around Sturgis, which was pretty cool. And then we ended up at the Buffalo Chip area. Yeah. And just kind of went and saw that, which was cool. And then we rode back. So it's about an hour and a half from Custer to Sturgis. And just so you guys can see, Buffalo Head. Yeah, Buffalo Head. All right, guys. I'm going to have an early night. I'm going to try to warm up. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, so our last day, full day in the Sturgis area. And we're all getting our bikes just packed up today for our ride. We are heading to the Badlands first, and then going up to Waldrugs. Probably come back. Are we going to come back through Rapid City? Rapid City, and then into Iron Mountain and possibly Needles Highway if time allows.
Well, Needles is on their way back, so it depends whether we want to go to the park or not again from that direction.
Right. Yeah, so the wildlife park. We definitely want to do wildlife park.
Well, we'll try to figure out how we're going to make that happen at the end.
Yeah, so
We'll always make it happen.
we'll always make it happen. Yeah.
We'll try to work that out so it comes out at the end of. Because it's 5 or 6 o'clock, good time to bed when they're moving around.
Yeah. So
Definitely move.
So that's our day. That's our day. It's about 5.5, 6-ish hours of actual riding. Joel, you may notice, is not here. He left this morning because there's a few things he just wanted to see. So he's out day riding by himself, and then we'll all meet back here for dinner. It is currently about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're on our way. We'll see you guys later on once we get somewhere, I guess. Welcome back, everyone. It's day 10 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. And today is our last full day of riding in and around the Sturgis area. But don't worry, we've got an incredible lineup ahead of us. We're heading out to the Badlands to check out some of the most breathtaking scenery in South Dakota. We'll be stopping by the iconic Waldrug and wrapping up the day with a ride through the Wildlife Loop in Custer State Park. Trust me, this is one of those days you just don't want to miss. So let's hit the road. Our first stop of the day, the Badlands. And let me tell you, if you've never ridden through this part of South Dakota, it's like stepping into another world. The road out here is smooth, sweeping, and full of long stretches where you can really open up the throttle. But the real beauty here is in the landscape. The Badlands are filled with these otherworldly rock formations, deep canyons, and sharp ridges that stretch out as far as the eye can see. This right here is the highlight of the day for me, the Badlands. There's just something about this place. The way the light hits the rock, the vastness of it all, it's almost humbling. If you're riding through South Dakota, this is a must-stop spot. Take your time, pull over at the overlooks, and just soak it in. The roads here are made for motorcycle riders. The curves are gentle, but still keep you on your toes. And with views like these, around every bend, it's hard not to pull over at every turnout. If you've got the time, definitely take a ride on Badlands Loop Road. It's about 30 miles of pure scenic riding. Next up, Wall Drug. If you've been anywhere near South Dakota, you've probably seen the signs. Hundreds of them lining the highway. Wall Drug is a bit of a tourist stop, but trust me, it's worth checking out. It's not just a store, it's an experience. You've got everything from Western art to a cafe serving up some killer donuts. And if you're on a long ride, Wall Drug is a place to take a break, stretch your legs, and refuel. And hey, who can say no to a 5-cent coffee? Well, Wall Drug's in the rearview mirror now, and we're headed back towards the Black Hills to finish the day, back in Custer State Park on the Wildlife Loop Road. And I've got to say, the weather today has been absolutely perfect. Clear skies, not too hot, and just a nice light breeze. After all the rain we dealt with earlier in the trip, it's been nice to finally ride in some beautiful weather. The Wildlife Loop Road in Custer State Park is one of those rides that every biker needs to do and experience. It's a slow ride, but that's the point. You're here to take it all in. And if you're lucky, you'll spot some bison, maybe some elk, and even some wild donkeys riding around the road. South Dakota isn't just about Sturgis. The natural beauty out here is incredible. Riding through this park with the wildlife and the rolling hills is such a different experience from the high energy atmosphere that's back in town. It's peaceful and a perfect way to end your day. So that's it for day 10. The Badlands were definitely the highlight. But every stop we made today, from Wall Drugs to the Wildlife Loop, was unforgettable. The scenery, it's unreal. Thanks for following along with us today. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We still got plenty of miles ahead of us. See you on the road.
Well, good morning. Good morning. It's our last day. Last day here. We're actually, I say Sturgis, but Custer. We're coming back around to this area. But it's freaking cold out here this morning. Everybody told me when I was coming here to be prepared, bring clothing for it to be like mid-30s. This is Celsius, right? Mid-30s, maybe even 40 degrees. So I was like, okay, it's 8 degrees Celsius right now. 8 degrees Celsius. Can't see my breath yet, so that's good. But it's chilly. I come out here with a coffee, and if you don't drink your coffee in like 5 minutes, it's just iced coffee. That's what it is. Anyways, last night again, we got back from our ride, which was fantastic. Lots of pictures, lots of videos. There'll be videos coming up when I get home of some of the rides. Like Iron Mountain, I recorded pretty much, I think, the whole thing. One of my cameras died at one point, but the 360 camera shot everything. That road's pretty awesome. Then we went out and looked at the buffalo at the Wildlife Loop. Went to the Badlands, which again, you got to see it. We were driving in, and Dave had been there before, and I kept being like, why aren't we stopping? Or like,
Dave's been here before. He must know. He must know the good stuff. And he finally stopped on the side of the road. And I'm like, this place is crazy. He's like, we're not even in the park yet. I'm like, what? He goes, no, we're not even in the park yet. I'm like, oh. So we get into the park. Yeah. And there's going to be some video. You'll see some pretty full-length video of actually the paid section of the park. It's like $25 US to get into the park. You could spend a lot of time, especially if you're like a hiker. You could spend a lot of time there. But as a motorcyclist, you kind of drive through, stopping, taking pictures, whatever. But yeah, still very cool. Today, oh yeah, and then we did Iron Mountain. Did I say that? I can't remember what I've even said. It's way too early. Yeah, I said that, I think. Anyways, whatever. Oh yeah, we went to Wall Drugs. That was cool. It's good to see. Seen it now. If you did want to do some shopping, that's a good place to do it. Yeah, that was our day. Nice temperature until we started coming home. Then it was a bit chilly again. Today we're heading to Cody, Wyoming. Cody, Wyoming. So we're not heading back. We think, you think leaving Sturgis, heading back. No, we're going further. Cody, Wyoming today. So I'm not 100% sure what we're going to see. I think there's some pass that we go over. Dave will know when he comes out here. Dave, what's the name of that pass we're going over again?
Bighorn.
Bighorn. It's like 10,000, 11,000 feet?
No, it's not quite that much.
38,000 feet. 38,000 feet.
Maybe 2 miles above Earth.
Yeah, 2 miles above Earth.
And we may need oxygen mask.
Yeah. Either way, it could be chilly up there. You don't know.
It's
Right.
gonna warm up before
we get there.
it's gonna warm up.
Yeah.
It's 16 degrees, 15 degrees.
It's gonna be balmy at 16 degrees.
Sneaky that one.
Yeah. So Cody, Wyoming is our destination for tonight. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys there, and we'll see you next video.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's day 11 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip, and we're saying goodbye to the incredible Custer and Sturgis area. But don't worry, we've got a big day ahead. We're riding out to Cody, Wyoming with a scenic stop at Bighorn on the way. We'll end our day with some dinner and catch Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. I can't wait to get into Wyoming and take on Bighorn. It's definitely going to be the highlight of today. Let's hit the road. Leaving South Dakota is bittersweet. We've made so many memories here, from the Badlands to Sturgis and Custer State Park. But one of the best parts about a trip like this is that there's always something new ahead, and Wyoming has some amazing riding waiting for us. One of the best things about this route is how smooth and wide the roads are. For anyone thinking of riding through South Dakota to Wyoming, you're in for a treat. The roads give you room to enjoy the scenery and settle into the ride. The best part of riding out here is how wide open it feels. South Dakota gives you this endless horizon that's perfect for opening up a little on the throttle and just taking in the freedom of the ride. All right, so our first stop, I don't know, gas station, coffee shop. We're there, coffee shop. My bike's falling apart. I don't know what's happening. So you guys see this? Look, I went to open this and then tuck my cables in and close it, and the top piece broke off. Yeah. So hopefully we can drive somewhere by an Indian dealer so they can fit it. Luckily that didn't just pop off and break when I was on the highway and it blew the top off. I'm guessing it's just a little clamp piece that has to get fixed. I think we might be stopping for something to eat here, possibly, because I'm getting a little hungry. And then we came off, I don't know what highway that was, 16. We're returning onto the 14, which is through a state park, I think. And
I'm just following, but we'll be on our way. All right, well, we are in Sheridan, Wyoming right now. We all crept in here with not a lot of fuel, but we're here at the good to go. We're good to go now after I go pee. It's amazing in Wyoming. You travel like 2 hours and it's just straight forever. And then about an hour before Sheridan, you get these cool little hills and curves and stuff like that. And the landscape just really changes a lot, which is kind of cool. So I gotta find a bathroom, and then it looks like there's a few raindrops coming. Good. All right, quick stop for lunch as we pull into Keeley Smokehouse Irish Pub. Oh yes, got our rain gear on just in case, but looks nasty that way, looks lovely that way. I don't know. Okay, so I don't even know where we are. I took off our rain clothes because it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. We've been coming through Bighorn Pass Mountain, something like that. And fantastic, especially if you don't get stuck behind someone slow or someone, you know, in their RV or something like that, which is completely understandable if you're driving an RV, that, you know, those roads are a little crazy. But on a motorcycle, they are fantastic. You have to do it. Oh yes. And look at the scenery around here. It's lovely. So nice. We are currently at, it looks like, Sioux Falls Interpretive Site, Bighorn National Park. We're not that far. We're probably just over an hour from Cody, so nice. So we are not like lost, but we are, the road is taking us down like miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of gravel road, and none of us really want to take that. So of course there's no internet around here, so we're having issues finding a road that gets us to Cody right now. So we'll find it. We'll find it. Wyoming. This state has some of the most rugged and scenic landscapes in the country, and Bighorn is the crown jewel of the day. We'll climb some serious elevation on this route, which means cooler air and unbeatable mountain views. If you're a motorcycle rider, Bighorn has to be on your list. The switchbacks and curves here are just the right mix of challenging and thrilling, and the views out of this world. You'll want to ride with caution, but the payoff is these sweeping views over canyons and pine-covered peaks. This is definitely the highlight of my day, the kind of ride you remember forever. This right here, this is why we ride. Standing here you can see for miles and miles. The air is crisp, the views are endless, and there's just something about Bighorn that makes you feel like you're on top of the world. If you've got the time, pull over, snap some photos, and just take a moment. This isn't a place you want to rush through. After a day on the road, pulling into Cody, Wyoming, feels like stepping back in time. Cody's got this Old West charm that's really unique. It's the kind of town where you want to park the bike, walk around, and just soak in the history. We're ready for a good dinner, and then it's off to check out Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. After a long day of riding, there's nothing better than good food with great friends. Cody's got a great selection of spots to eat, and if you're here during the summer, you can always count on some local music or a show to cap off the night. Buffalo Bill's Wild West show is one of those things you have to check out if you're in Cody. The show brings back this Wild West vibe, and for a town built by Buffalo Bill himself, it's the perfect way to end a day of riding. If you're looking to add a unique stop to your ride, this is it. After a day full of open roads and stunning mountain views, it's fun to end the night with something so rooted in American history. So that's a wrap for day 11. Riding through Bighorn today was definitely the highlight, but from the roads of Wyoming to the warm welcome in Cody, it's been a day to remember. Tomorrow, we've got more adventures ahead, and I can't wait to bring you along. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the journey. Keep the rubber side down, and we'll see you on the road.
Let me introduce you to your host for this evening. He is the legendary U.S. Marshal and gunslinger, the only man in Wyoming ever known to have killed a grizzly bear with a spoon, Dutch Vanderlyn!
All right, so it is, I don't know what day it is. I have no idea. But met some cool guys from New Zealand that have been riding around here, and we are on our way for breakfast, and then we're going to go up to the Beartooth Pass. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful roads in North America, and then we're off to Billings. Yesterday, I have to say, we went over the Bighorn Mountains. That's a whole lot of awesomeness, and hold on, here's Joel. Joel's got us. There's Joel. Here's Dave. Coffee and Dave's doing Dave stuff. And that's nice. I got more earlier this morning. Yeah, not at all. I'm not editing shit. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna go up, and it should be a fantastic day. I got my mounts on there. First time I'm gonna use the mounts down here, so I'm gonna try to get a tail shot going through the Beartooth, but I heard it's fairly long, so we'll see how much I get, I guess. All right, guys, we're going for breakfast, and then Beartooth and Billings. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is day 12 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip, and we're all set for a massive day of riding. We've got two iconic passes ahead of us, the Chief Joseph Scenic Byway and the famous Beartooth Pass. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast, you know what's coming. Twisty roads, stunning vistas, and that cool mountain air. Plus, we're capping it off by crossing into Montana for their first annual Indian Motorcycle Rally. Let's hit the road and take in all the sights. Riding the Chief Joseph Scenic Byway is like stepping back in time. Named after the legendary Chief Joseph of the Nez Perce tribe, this road honors a piece of history while giving riders a breathtaking view at every turn. The road itself is just perfect for motorcycles. Lots of gentle twists and a steady incline that gives us these amazing vantage points over the valley. This is a road to savor, folks. If you're ever out this way, take it slow, soak up the view, and enjoy each bend. We're hitting elevations here, so be prepared for the air to get a little cooler. But honestly, that fresh mountain air is exactly what we came for. Standing here, overlooking these sweeping mountain views, is just something else. You really feel the sense of scale and beauty. For any riders planning their routes, mark this one down. And if you've got time, consider exploring nearby spots like the Shoshone National Forest. It's a rider's paradise out here. This is what it's all about, sharing these unforgettable moments with friends, the bikes, and the open road.
Spark, I saw in your eyes the world try and say your time a kind of race.
Okay, so far, this road has been pretty spectacular, just for scenery. It's pretty amazing. I think it's the Chief Joseph Scenic Byway. If you're in the area, you have to go do it. It's a little gravelly at parts, but no worries. Do what the speed signs tell you, and you're all good. All right, we're continuing on. What's going on? Where are you going? What are you doing? Hello, buddy.
I hope life hasn't brought you down. You were right, what I do comes back around. Most of all
right, let's keep going. We've got Beartooth Pass ahead, and I can already feel the excitement kicking up. Now, Beartooth Pass is in a league of its own. Known as one of America's most beautiful highways, this road takes you to jaw-dropping heights. Literally, we're talking over 10,000 feet above sea level. The views up here are unreal, but so is the temperature. It definitely drops as you climb, so pack an extra layer. Beartooth is a biker's dream. Sharp turns, amazing elevation changes, and some of the best views you'll ever see from two wheels. And the cooler weather, it's just part of the experience. You feel alive up here, every sense heightened. If you haven't ridden Beartooth yet, add it to your list. Trust me, you won't regret it. You know you're in the right place when you're surrounded by this, snow, rocks, and mountain peaks as far as the eye can see. Beartooth Pass really lives up to the hype. This ride is no walk in the park, but that's what makes it so rewarding. And it's not just about the thrill, it's the moments like this, standing at the top of the world with good friends. Coming down from Beartooth Pass, the landscape opens up as we roll into Montana. This is our first time at the state's annual motorcycle rally, so we're excited to see what the buzz is all about. Montana's scenery changes so much from mountains to plains. It's a gorgeous state with some serious wide open roads, perfect for riding.
All right, so the Beartooth Pass is pretty much amazing. Scenery's incredible. Just under 11,000 feet at the summit, and you stop all the time because the scenery is just breathtaking. Yeah, it's awesome. Super nice. I'm pretty sure my cameras stopped recording. They filled the card, but we're coming back up here in like 2 days, so I'm gonna get a bigger card and put it in for then. So, should be good.
For a first annual event, this place is packed with bikers, vendors, and people from all over the area. If you're looking to pick up some new gear, swap stories with other riders, or just enjoy the sights and sounds of a rally, this is the place to be. And let's be real, any excuse to hang out with fellow riders is a good one. Montana's Indian Motorcycle Rally might be new, but it's already bringing out the best of the riding community. I mean, look at these bikes, every style, and make you can think of. It's always inspiring to see so many people brought together by a shared passion. One of the great things about this rally is the chance to connect with other bikers who've come from all over. You share stories about the roads you've ridden, the places you've seen, and there's this unspoken camaraderie. There's just something about the riding community that feels like family. What a day. From the epic climbs of Chief Joseph and Beartooth Pass to wrapping up at Montana's rally, this was one for the books. If you're planning a trip out here, make sure you save a day or two to really take it all in. Tomorrow, we'll be back on the road with more of Montana's open landscapes to explore. If you've been enjoying the ride, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more adventures. Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe and keep the rubber side down.
I'm in Montana right now, and the fucking crickets are they're ridiculous. They look like a massive fist, and they're everywhere. And everyone's telling us to be careful when we ride down the highways because they're like a big slurry of disgusting giant crickets. I want to go back home so bad right now. Not really. I love Montana.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 13 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. Today is all about the ride, the camaraderie, and the breathtaking landscapes as we spend the entire day with fellow Indian motorcycle riders. What better way to make the most of this gorgeous weather than heading back up Beartooth Pass? This ride promises to be unforgettable, and with our fantastic Airbnb providing the perfect spot to rest, we're ready to roll. One of the highlights of today is meeting up with a group of Indian motorcycle enthusiasts. If you've ever been to a gathering like this, you know the energy is unbeatable. The lineup of bikes is incredible. Vintage beauties alongside the latest models, all shining under the morning sun. Every rider has a story, and swapping tales about our travels, favorite roads, and even challenges is part of what makes this community so special. Riding isn't just about the destination, it's about the people you meet along the way. After catching up with everyone and snapping some group photos, we set off together toward Beartooth Pass.
All right, so we are on day 13, I think. I don't know what day it is. Anyways, we are at the Indian Rally here in Billings, Montana, and we are doing a ride up to Beartooth Pass again. You can see all the Indian bikes all over the place, and there's a whole bunch more on the other side of the hotel. But right now there's about 40 or 50 bikes, and we are riding second group, which is kind of cool. Yesterday we actually did Chief Joseph Scenic Byway, I think it's called, and then we did Beartooth to get here to Billings. And yeah, Beartooth is fantastic. You know, Chief Joseph was awesome, but Beartooth, pretty spectacular. I can kind of see why it's rated as one of the most beautiful highways, I think, or roadways in North America. Anyways, we had a good night last night. Got back to our Airbnb fairly early. We ended up doing a meet and greet for the rally here last night, which was really nice. Met a whole bunch of people, which was cool. And I think we got a decent amount of rest. The Airbnb we're staying at was really nice. And yeah, that's today. Tomorrow we are starting our journey back, but we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Be interesting to see what it's like to have, like, I think just like I said, splitting the group into two. So it'll be interesting to see how 20 or 30 bikes in a group go up Beartooth. You know, yeah, interesting.
There's something surreal about being part of a convoy. The sound of dozens of engines roaring in unison as we weave through the open plains. The anticipation builds as the mountains rise in the distance. If you've never experienced this road, let me tell you, it's one of the most awe-inspiring rides in the country. Beartooth Pass is known for its sharp switchbacks, dramatic elevation changes, and views that make you feel like you're on the edge of the world.
All right, first gas stop, and stopped at a gas station. This, look, the town pump.
I'm pretty sure there was a girl in my high school. That's what she was called. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, 20 minutes till we're off again. As we climb higher, the temperature drops slightly, but the crisp air is refreshing and the ride keeps your adrenaline pumping. Today's weather couldn't be better. Clear skies and sunshine allow us to take in every detail of the rugged peaks and lush valleys below. We stop at a scenic overlook, one of many along the route, and the view is nothing short of spectacular.
All right, quick little stop. All the bikes are here, so that's always excellent. We've just kind of started going up the pass, so Dave's gonna get some excellent footage of himself on that rear camera. Yeah, excellent footage. You guys will see that some other time, but it'll be good.
From here, you can see snow-capped peaks, shimmering alpine lakes, and miles of winding roads below. It's the kind of place that makes you stop and reflect on how lucky you are to experience this on two wheels. For those of you planning your own trips, be sure to pack layers for this ride. Even in summer, the higher elevations can be cool, and you'll want to be comfortable so you can fully enjoy the journey. Heading back down Beartooth Pass, the scenery transforms yet again. The thrill of navigating those tight corners is matched only by the beauty of the valleys we're descending into. This road challenges you as a rider while rewarding you with some of the most jaw-dropping views you'll ever see. Every mile feels like a new adventure, and the camaraderie of riding in a group makes it even more memorable. As the day winds down, we return to our Airbnb, which has been a perfect base for this leg of the trip. It's spacious, comfortable, and a great place to kick back after a long ride. Sitting around the table with my friends, we share stories from the day, laugh about the little moments, and plan for what's ahead. If you're planning a multi-day trip like this, investing in a good place to stay is worth it. Being well rested makes all the difference when you're tackling these epic roads. Today was all about celebrating the ride, spending it with fellow Indian motorcycle riders, tackling Beartooth Pass again, and being blessed with perfect weather. It's been an unforgettable day. These moments remind me why I love riding. It's not just the thrill of the road, but the sense of community, the breathtaking places you discover, and the memories you create along the way. As the sun sets over the mountains and we park our bikes for the evening, I'm grateful for this journey and the incredible people I get to share it with. Tomorrow promises new adventures, but for now, it's time to soak in the magic of the day. Thanks for joining us on this incredible ride. If you're enjoying the trip, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to follow along as we continue this epic bucket list motorcycle trip. Until next time, ride safe, enjoy the journey, and keep chasing those horizons.
All right, boys and girls, well, we are packing up. We got to stay in this nice place in Billings. Dave and I are the last ones in the garage, finishing packing up, and Ray's outside, sprinklers are on. You can see the sprinklers going this morning. And this was our home for the last few nights. And today we actually start our journey back. So today we were as west as we were gonna get. And we are leaving from Billings, Montana, and heading back into Wyoming. I think we're gonna go see the Devil's Tower, and then back into South Dakota. We're gonna end up only about half an hour or so away from where we stayed in South Dakota for Sturgis, so just outside of Custer, I believe. And that's our day for a bit of riding, but weather looks really good, and we're off.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 14 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. Today we're saying goodbye to the rugged beauty of Montana as we officially start making our way back east. While it is bittersweet to leave such an incredible state, the excitement of what's ahead of us has us all revved up. Our ride today will take us to the iconic Devil's Tower, a stop every rider should have on their list, before we finally roll into Hot Springs, a town in South Dakota where we will spend our night. The weather is perfect, nice and hot, so we're ready to make the most of this day. Montana has been unforgettable. Its wide open roads, breathtaking mountain passes, and endless horizons have been everything we hoped for and more. As we cross into Wyoming, we're met with more open spaces and the kind of smooth roads that make you feel like you could ride forever. It's the perfect setup for the highlight of the day, our visit to Devil's Tower.
All right, quick refuel, quick refuel, and we're gonna go to McDonald's. See what's there that's tasty, I guess. Yeah, and then to Devil's Tower.
Riding towards Devil's Tower is an experience in itself. You see it long before you reach it, rising out of the landscapes like something out of a dream. At 867 feet tall, this massive rock formation is not only a geologic wonder, but also a sacred site for many Native American tribes. The closer we get, the more awe-inspiring it becomes. This is one of those stops that every rider should make time for. Once we arrive, we park our bikes and head closer to the base of the tower. Standing in its shadow is humbling. The area offers several walking trails if you're up for stretching your legs. But even if you just spend time taking in the view, it's worth every mile it took to get here.
All right, guys, that's the Devil's Tower. See, Devil's Tower. You have to pay to go into the park. Like, there's like a trading post and souvenir stuff. Right there it is, right there. Boop, 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 boop. Yep. So that's cool. I'm gonna go in and look at some of the souvenir stuff just to see what they have, and then we're heading back into Custer maybe, and then we're going to our stop. Whoa, that's a curb right there. I know. I didn't even stop recording. That's how smooth I am. See that? You're loving it. That's right. Wow. I should have went off that side. Anyways, back to the bikes.
For those of you planning your own rides, Devil's Tower is a must-see. It's one of those places where you feel connection between the road and the landscape, and a reminder of why we ride. After soaking in the views and snapping some pics, it's time to get back on the road. Leaving Devil's Tower, the ride into South Dakota feels effortless. The roads here are smooth and scenic, with rolling hills and stretches of open highway that give you that perfect sense of freedom. The miles fly by as we ride toward Hot Springs, South Dakota, where we'll spend the night. Hot Springs is a small town nestled in the southern Black Hills, known for its historic sandstone architecture and natural warm springs. It's a perfect mix of charm and relaxation, especially after a long day on the road. If you've got time, I'd recommend checking out the Mammoth site, an active paleontological dig that gives you a glimpse into the ancient history. For those looking to unwind, the hot springs here are a great way to recharge for the next day's adventure. For us, Hot Springs is our resting point for the night. It's a quiet, peaceful place to reflect on the day's ride and prepare for what's ahead. As we settle in, the conversations naturally turn to the highlights of the day, riding up to Devil's Tower, the incredible weather, and the sense of an accomplishment that comes with ticking another bucket list item off the list. Today has been another reminder of why we love riding. From the iconic presence of Devil's Tower to the welcoming charm of Hot Springs, it's been a day filled with unforgettable moments. For those of you thinking about your own trips, make sure to add this route to your plans. Devil's Tower is a must-see, and Hot Springs is the perfect place to land after a day on the road. Thank you for joining us on day 14 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. If you've been enjoying the journey so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Tomorrow we'll be hitting the road again as this incredible adventure continues. Until then, ride safe, enjoy the journey, and keep chasing those horizons.
Well, it's a lovely morning today. Yesterday was hot. It got up almost to 35 degrees yesterday. The sun in the afternoon was so warm, like it felt like my face was just burning. But good day. Sounds like Bob and Doug McKenzie, you know. Good day. And lots of riding. We're back now in South Dakota. We're at Hot Springs, which is a town that everything kind of shuts down at like
8 o'clock. Like everything just shuts right down, which is kind of weird, I guess. I guess now that Sturgis is over, they just go back to routine times. Bikes are all getting packed up. And today we are off to Colorado, where I think Colorado is where Carhenge is, which we're going to go see. And then our final stop today is Nebraska. So I think probably not overly exciting roads, but we're on our way back in the home direction, which is interesting. And on our way, of course, the big thing is Tail of the Dragon, and I'm not sure when we'll be there, but probably a couple days. All right, that's it for today, and or this morning, I guess, and we'll see you in some other stuff. I'm tired. Well, good morning, and welcome to day 15 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. Today, we're leaving Hot Springs, South Dakota, and heading east with an exciting lineup of stops that showcase the quirky fun and historic sides of this part of the country. From unique roadside attractions to great food and local brews, it's going to be another fantastic day of riding. The weather is nice and hot, making for perfect conditions to enjoy the open road. We started the day by packing up from our stay here in Hot Springs. The town has been a great resting spot with small town charm and historic vibe, but it's time to hit the road and continue our journey. The ride out of Hot Springs sets the tone for the day. Smooth roads, beautiful scenery, and the thrill of the unknown waiting for us just a few miles ahead. Our first big stop today is Carhenge, Nebraska. If you've never heard of it, Carhenge is a quirky and creative tribute to Stonehenge, made entirely of vintage cars. All right, well, I'm hoping you guys can hear me, but we are here at Carhenge. Yeah, so you may be thinking, is it possible aliens created this spectacle? Is this the original henge? I don't know. Nobody knows. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. There it is. Oh yes. Carhenge. Magnificent. Magnificent. And it's all, I'm pretty sure that's a Pinto at the top. Fantastic. There's more hengey stuff over there somewhere. So we're gonna go take a look, and it's pretty cool. It's one of those roadside attractions that's just so unique you have to see it to believe it. The cars are painted gray and arranged to mimic the layout of the original Stonehenge, making it both fun and fascinating. It's a great spot to park the bikes, stretch your legs, and take some memorable photos. For riders planning a trip through this area, you have to check out Carhenge. From there, we ride on to Julesburg, Colorado, for a quick lunch stop. Julesburg is a small town with a lot of history. It was once a major stop along the Pony Express route. The town still has that old-fashioned Western charm, making it a great place to grab a bite to eat and take in a little history before hitting the road again. All right, we're in Colorado.
Julesburg. Yes, Julesburg. Just got some more fuel and are gonna stop in this little cafe. Guys want pie. And there's Ray. And yeah, Julesburg. I think we're gonna be following the river or something out back to Nebraska. So you're kind of in Colorado, out of Colorado, in Nebraska, out of Colorado. But I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna go in there. Right, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The roads through Colorado offer smooth pavement and open landscapes, perfect for soaking up the sunshine and enjoying the ride. Our next stop is Fort Cody Trading Post in North Flayton, Nebraska. Fort Cody is one of the last remaining roadside trading posts, filled with everything from Western memorabilia to fun little souvenirs. It's also the home to a miniature Wild West show that's a throwback to the days of Buffalo Bill. This stop is a chance to step back in time and get a taste of the Old West. And for those of us on bikes, it's a reminder of the rugged frontier spirit that makes riding through these states so special.
We seem to have a dirt road that we have to go down. Yeah, dirt road. Whatever, I'm good.
Finally, we wrap up our day at the Kinkaider Brewing Company, our stop for the night. This brewery is known for its craft beer, great food, and welcoming atmosphere. After a long day on the road, there's nothing better than kicking back with a cold drink, good food, and even better company. Kinkaider Brewing Company is more than just a place to rest. It's an experience and the perfect way to end a fantastic day. Today's ride has been all about the journey and not just the destination. The roads through South Dakota, Nebraska, and Colorado have been a joy to ride. With smooth pavement, rolling hills, and wide open views. The stops along the way, from the quirky charm of Carthage to the history of Julesburg and Fort Cody, these have added so much character to our day. For those of you planning your own motorcycle trip, I can't recommend this route enough. It's packed with unique stops, great riding roads, and plenty of opportunities to make memories. Thank you for joining us on day 15 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. If you've been enjoying the journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can follow along as we continue our adventure. Tomorrow we'll be back on the road with more amazing stops and stories to share. Until then, ride safe, enjoy the journey, and keep chasing those horizons.
All right, so final destination, we're here. I don't even know where here is, to be honest with you. Somewhere in Nebraska. But it's Broken Bow Kinkaider. But it's a microbrewery, brew house, whatever, and a place to stay. Guest house and brewery. So if you decide to get yourself a little hammered, you're just steps away. This is Joel's dream spot. Joel's dream spot, right here. What?
An Airbnb at a brewery.
Right? I'm surprised this is like one of the first ones that is. Like,
It's amazing.
there are probably more of them, but
This is an amazing place to stay.
yeah, a little bit of gravel to get here for those on motorcycles, but still soft. But it's okay. Second gear, third gear, you're okay. You're all right. All right, we're gonna wander around. Holy hell! Holy hell! Winter party house. I think my camera's dirty. My camera's dirty. Hold on. Oh my gosh!
Holy fuck.
This place is awesome.
Hey, you finally got your group shower.
Group shower.
Oh, yeah.
Group shower.
With a TV in it.
The toilet. Devil's Gap.
Come in here, look.
What?
In the shower. There's a beer fridge.
No. There's a beer fridge in.
Complimentary shower beer. We are staying here 3 days.
Yeah, we're gonna stay here forever now. This is, let's call it above average. Okay, it's above average. Yes, please. This place is awesome. So awesome. Hot tub.
Oh my fuck, hot tub.
Let's see.
In the heat.
Yeah, but not tonight. Oh, that's awesome. This place is sweet. Super sweet.
Okay, so we had a day yesterday of riding. A lot of straight roads coming through Nebraska. Stopped into Colorado. Just kind of hopped the border so we could say we were in Colorado. Saw Carthage. Went in where Wild Bill. There's a Wild Bill trading post. I think it was. I don't know where it was. You'll see it in the full video. And then ended up here at the Kinkaider. They have a guest house, which is cool, and it's attached to a brewery, which is cool. Yeah, I'm tired this morning. Tried to go to bed early, but which I did, but ended up not getting to sleep as my brain was super active and a lot of snoring from other rooms, and yeah, that stopped me from. I ended up going to sleep. I think the last time I looked at the clock was 1:10 in the morning. So today's going to be a rough, tired day today, I think. but packing up. I think it's a shorter day. Usually we're putting in like 400 plus miles. Today it's only like, I don't know, maybe 500 kilometers. So that's better. We don't leave Nebraska today. So I think we make it to like Omaha or something like that. I don't know what there is to see. We'll see. I do need something to eat. Hungry, super tired, and we'll see you next video.
Well, welcome back everyone. Today's video is a combination of days 16 and 17 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. We've covered a lot of ground over the last 2 days as we start making our way back east. The journey has taken us from a Kincaider Brewing Company through the heartland and into Kentucky and Missouri. It's been 2 days of mostly straight roads, but we've had some notable stops and personal moments that made the road special. We kicked off day 16 by bidding farewell to our fantastic stay at Kincaider Brewing Company. This place was a perfect overnight stop. Great food, a fantastic location, and a welcoming vibe that made it hard to leave. But as always, the road was calling, and we set out with Kentucky as our destination for the day.
Oh, fill up with gas. Did I tell you how tired I am? Oh, we came out of the parking lot. My front end was just like, whoa, that's gravel. This close to putting it down, but nap time yet?
Our highlight stop on day 16 was the Pony Express station. This iconic place of American history is a must-see for anyone traveling through the region. For motorcycle riders, it's a chance to reflect on the adventurous spirit of the Pony Express riders, who brave through terrain and extreme conditions to deliver mail. It's a reminder of the shared sense of freedom and determination that connects their journey to ours. The roads on day 16 were long and straight, cutting through the expansive farmlands and rolling plains. While they didn't offer the twisties or elevation changes we love, they had a beauty of their own. Big skies, open horizons, and the kind of peaceful riding that lets you get lost in your thoughts. For anyone planning a trip, this stretch is ideal for covering miles while still taking in that scenic beauty of the Midwest. Day 17 was a bit different for me. While the group continued to ride together, I decided to split off and head to an Indian motorcycle dealership in Columbia, Missouri.
All right, so we are back in Iowa, I think it is. Left Nebraska this morning. We've been on the road for maybe about an hour, but we needed to stop for gas. And today we are heading. What? Yeah, it was warm yesterday. The guys, these guys got caught. Well, they didn't get caught. They were being chased by a storm. I separated from the group to go to the hotel to get there early so I could have a nap because I was sleepy. But they, were running, being chased by a big storm, pretty crazy winds. So I'm kind of glad I didn't have to do that. Anyways, as you can see by the back, it's no clouds. It's gonna be another warm day. And I think our final destination today is Missouri, but we'll be trying to hit Kansas on our way. And yeah, that's our day.
My bike needed a part, and I wanted to take the opportunity to catch up on some rest. It's always important on long trips like this to listen to your body and your bike. Both need care to keep the journey enjoyable. The ride into Missouri was similar to the previous day. Straight roads and easy cruising, but the sense of purpose kept me motivated. Visiting the Indian motorcycle dealership was a highlight for me, as it's always fun to see how dealerships reflect the local culture. And for any Indian riders out there, Columbia's dealership is worth a visit if you're in the area. While I caught up on the rest, the group explored more of the local roads and sites. They mentioned how the ride continued to offer glimpses of small town America, with its charming towns, friendly locals, and of course some unique roadside attractions.
Quick stop. It's crazy hot out, and sometimes you just need to spoil yourself with a little Applebee's. We don't have Applebee's where we're from, so yeah, it's gonna be tasty.
The weather over the past 2 days has been hot and sunny, ideal for riding.
It's the kind of weather that makes you grateful for the wind cooling you down as you cruise. These 2 days have been all about making progress, reflecting on the journey so far, and preparing for the adventures still to come. While they've been less action-packed, they've offered a chance to appreciate the quieter side of the ride and reconnect with the simplicity of being on the road. Thank you for joining us on days 16 and 17 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. If you've enjoyed this leg of the journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to follow along as we continue eastward. Tomorrow we'll be back with more stories, more roads, and more memories to share. Until then, ride safe and enjoy the journey. Well, good morning, folks. It's like 6:30 in the morning and it's still freaking hot here. So it's going to be another scorcher of a day. I did wash some of my bike last night because it was gross with all the bugs. We are currently in Columbia, Missouri. I think it's Columbia. I think that's where we are. There's a White Castle over there. Yeah. Anyways, we are yesterday was long. We did get to stop at the I don't even remember what it's called. It was long because of the heat. Where did we stop? What was that train place again? Oh, Pony Express. We stopped at the Pony Express Museum, which was kind of cool. And then not a lot of other stops outside of gas stops and rest stops and things like that. Today we are heading into Kentucky. Yes, I think our final destination is somewhere in Kentucky, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's where I think we're going. And like I said, it's already probably mid-20s already here. I slept good last night, but I was pretty exhausted when we got to the room. Anyways, we are at the Spring Hill Suites Marriott. Room was nice, had a pool, so went for a little cool down in the pool last night, and yeah, that's it. We'll check in next video. Well, welcome back, everyone. Today's video is a combination of days 18 and 19 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. These 2 days have been a mix of long straight roads, incredible destinations, and some personal riding. We're leaving Columbia, Missouri, making our way to Kentucky, and then heading down to the legendary Tail of the Dragon. Day 18 started with an early departure from our hotel in Columbia, Missouri. It was one of those days where the main goal was to cover miles and just keep going toward our next destination. The roads through Missouri and into Kentucky offer a mix of farmland, rolling hills, and small towns. While they weren't the twisty, challenging roads that get our adrenaline pumping, they did provide a great opportunity to enjoy the ride and the camaraderie of the group. For motorcycle riders passing through this area, the beauty lies in its simplicity. Small towns like Boonville or Fulton in Missouri are great for quick stops, with friendly locals and diners that serve hearty, homemade meals. Once we reached Kentucky, the lush greenery and the charming southern landscape started to take over. Day 19 was a bit more action-packed, especially for me. Alright guys, we are in Kentucky. Just went for breakfast at the IHOP. We're at that Marriott here, wherever we are. I don't even know what city or town we're in, but yesterday's ride was hot. I think the hottest day so far. We hit, at one point, it was like 35, pretty consistent for the whole day. And then it did pop up to 36 for like a minute or two. But today we are heading, basically I think we're getting all the way to Tail of the Dragon today. Tail of the Dragon Day. We're also going to stop at a Buc-ee's truck stop because I want to. Yeah, that was like one thing on my list. I wanted to see a Buc-ee's. Anyways, we're going to go there. I think the total for driving is like 6 hours or something like that if we kind of just beeline it. But we shall see if we're going to go off route. I just hope it's not another 10 hours. So yesterday, it was 9 hours. This is on the saddle. This is not any of the stops. 9 hours and 48 minutes, I think it was. About 500 miles. And we left at, I don't know, 7 and got here at almost 8. So almost 13 hours. Yeah, I don't usually drink Red Bulls, but I had to have one yesterday around, I can't remember, 4 or 5 o'clock. I was just beat. Anyways, today's last half day of no helmet. So I'll be putting the helmet back on as we cross borders. Probably keep it off till we get to Buc-ee's because that's still in Kentucky. And yeah, that's today. So we'll see you when we get wherever we're going. While the group stuck together for the first part of the day, I decided to separate and head to Deals Gap Resort. My goal, of course, to ride the tail of the dragon, a stretch of road that every motorcyclist dreams of conquering. Before I got there, though, I had to make a quick stop at Buc-ee's truck stop. If you've never been to one, it's more than just a gas station. It truly is a destination. Think endless snacks, massive barbecue sandwiches, and just about anything you could need for the road. It's a bit of a sensory overload, but totally worth a stop. And for those riding through this part of the country, Buc-ee's is a fun and convenient pit stop to fuel up both yourself and your bike. As I approached Deals Gap Resort, the excitement started to build. The tail of the dragon is 11 miles of pure motorcycle bliss with 318 curves that demand your full attention and respect. I managed to get there with plenty of daylight left, which gave me time to ride it a few times and soak in the experience. For any rider planning to tackle this iconic road, my advice is simple. Take it slow in your first run, learn the curves, and enjoy the ride. Riding the tail of the dragon is as much about the community as it is the road. At Deals Gap Resort, you'll meet riders from all over the world, each with their own stories of adventure. It's an amazing place to connect with fellow enthusiasts and share in the joy of the open road. Tomorrow, I'll spend more time in the area, checking out the other incredible roads and sites nearby, like the Cherahala Skyway. This part of the country is a paradise for motorcyclists, with its mix of technical roads, breathtaking scenery, and welcoming stops. As for the weather, we've been blessed with hot, sunny days that are perfect for riding. While the straight roads of day 18 may not have been the most thrilling, they set the stage for the adventures of day 19, where the tail of the dragon became the undeniable highlight. Thank you for riding along with us through day 18 and 19 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. If you've enjoyed the journey so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date as we continue exploring incredible roads and making unforgettable memories. Tomorrow we'll dive deeper into the tail of the dragon area and the incredible riding it offers. Until then, ride safe and enjoy the journey. Welcome back, everyone. Today's video is a combination of days 20 and 21 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. These 2 days were packed with some of the most stunning roads in the US, including a revisit to the tail of the dragon, the incredible Cherahala Skyway, and an unforgettable ride on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Day 20 was a solo adventure for me. While the rest of the group headed off for their own plans, I decided to make the most of my time by revisiting the tail of the dragon. This legendary stretch of road, with its 318 curves in 11 miles, is something I just couldn't pass up riding again. Even on the second go, it didn't disappoint. Every turn demands your full focus, but the thrill of nailing those corners is unmatched. If you ever find yourself near Deals Gap, this is a must-ride for any motorcyclist. After conquering the dragon, I set my sights on the Cherahala Skyway. This road is pure motorcycle heaven. It stretches over 40 miles through the Appalachian Mountains, connecting North Carolina to Tennessee.
All right, so I think I actually missed a day somewhere. I don't know. Yesterday got away from me a little bit. So yesterday I rode around by myself because I wanted to make sure I got here early enough for Tail of the Dragon, which I ended up doing 3 times. Spent maybe 2-ish hours there. Got back to the room, rested, unpacked, did all that kind of stuff. So we are in Tennessee. This morning the guys went to visit one of their sisters, one of the guy's sisters, and I was like, I had ended up talking to a guy at Tail of the Dragon at Deals Gap, and he told me to do this road I can't remember what it's called, but I'm on it. It's something Skyway Drive. Anyways, I'm not even halfway through it. It's fairly long. It's like 30 miles or something like that, but it's got some wicked curves on it and some really nice like smooth slow curves, and then it nails you with a couple that are like 15 miles per hour like hairpins. Yeah, it's a good once I figure out what the name of it is, you'll probably see that later on in the full video if you watch the full videos on the other channel, or tomorrow I'll remember what the name is and I'll tell you then. Anyways, I got more riding to do, so we'll see you guys shortly.
What makes it so special is the combination of smooth, sweeping curves and the breathtaking mountain views. At higher elevations, the temperatures cooled off slightly, making it a refreshing escape from the heat. If you've got the time, there are several pull-offs along the Skyway where you can stop, take in the scenery, and snap some photos. The Bald River Falls, located near the Tennessee side, is a great spot to check out. Once back in town, my day wrapped up with a little dose of reality. Laundry time. I found a local laundromat, got my gear cleaned up, and took a moment to relax.
So I'm at the laundromat. It got robbed last night. I think. All these spots here, there was washers there. They came and took them, and because they wanted the quarters. But anyways, my wash is going over there. No, there. Somewhere over there. There. And 7 more minutes. And then I have a dryer. Got my quarters. Today was awesome. Took the Chattanooga Skyway. That's not right. I took some Skyway. Super sweet. It was a really nice road. There's some really nice sections. They're like super nice tight curves. A lot of sections of like nice big swooping curves where like 3rd, 4th gear is the sweet spot. I'm thinking I might head back out to the tail of the dragon. What's here? Some crazy road. Back there. I think it's like when I put clothes in the wash, I could hear like gambling machines. So maybe that's like the hidden door to another world. Anyways, I might go back out to Deals Gap tonight. I think I will, because it's still early. It's only like 4 o'clock. And yeah, might go out for 1 or 2 rips. Maybe have dinner there. Maybe. We'll see. We're at the Southern Girls for breakfast. It was good. More people. In there. Weird. Anyways, I'll probably go back there for dinner. It's weird. So weird. Dinner was a quick and simple affair, but it hit the spot after a full day of riding. Sometimes it's the quiet, everyday moments that make a trip feel balanced. Day 21 was all about incredible riding once again.
Well, good morning. It's some day, and we're in Robinsonville, just 20 minutes outside of Deals Gap, Tail of the Dragon area. Ride yesterday was fantastic. And there's Chris, bike loading. This was our stay for tonight, which is a 2-wheel inn. So it's like a little house over a garage. It's just kind of cool. Kitchen, living room, some cots, and last but not least, there's a bedroom over there. And yeah, today we're heading up the Blue Ridge, I believe, to Roanoke. I think it's Roanoke. And fairly long day, not too bad, like 6 hours or something like that, 7 hours maybe. And my bike's all packed, my laundry's all done. I'm gonna be happy to kind of get home and spend some time just not moving around too much. That'll be nice. Every day's I'm just like, yeah, tired. That's okay though. I'm good once we're moving. Anyways, that's it for today.
supposed to only be like 24 degrees, so that's excellent. Weather's kind of coming down a little bit, which is good. I don't think this forecast has any like plus 30 days, so that's nice. And that's it. We'll see you next part of the video.
We started the day back at Deals Gap to pick up some souvenirs. The shop there is a great spot to grab memorabilia from your ride, whether it's a patch, sticker, or t-shirt. The atmosphere is buzzing with fellow riders, all sharing stories of their time on the Dragons. From there, we set out to tackle the Blue Ridge Parkways. This scenic road is famous for its stunning views, gentle curves, and well-maintained pavement. Stretching 469 miles through North Carolina and Virginia, it's a dream for motorcyclists. While the Parkway isn't about high-speed thrills, the beauty of the journey more than makes up for it. Riding along, you'll be treated to sweeping vistas, rolling hills, and a mix of open meadows and forested stretches. If you're planning to ride the Blue Ridge, make time for a few key stops. Mabry Mill, one of the most photographed spots in the Parkway, is worth a visit. There are also numerous visitor centers and hiking trails if you want to stretch your legs and dive deeper into the natural beauty of the region. Ozelous is America's favorite drive. There. The weather for these 2 days has been absolutely perfect. Sunny, warm, and ideal for spending hours in the saddle. With every mile, the sense of adventure grows, and the anticipation of what's to come keeps me excited for the next leg of the trip. As we continue making our way back east, I'm reminded of how special this journey is, whether it's the camaraderie of the group or the solo moments where it's just me and the road. Every day brings something new to appreciate. Thanks for riding along for day 20 and 21 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Tomorrow, we'll continue exploring more incredible roads and making memories on the journey home. Until then, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you on the next ride.
All right, guys, we are somewhere in Virginia. Again, I'm not 100% sure I know where we are, but we are at a Hampton Inn by Hilton, not sponsored. I got to park our bikes here, right in the kind of drop-off zone all night, which was good. Nice for unpacking, so that was nice of them. Hotels in this area are all booked, so they're completely full. Yesterday was a long ride. You never really realize how much time you can spend on the Blue Ridge Parkway, just because it doesn't seem like it's a long distance, but you're only really driving like 40-45 miles per hour, and you're stopping all the time because it's just such a beautiful ride. So we left the hotel yesterday, and it was probably 2 hours-ish to get to the Blue Ridge, and then we spent like all day on the Blue Ridge, just kind of riding around and kind of doing some of the offshoots and stuff like that. And all of a sudden we realized we still have 4 hours to get to the hotel here in Virginia, and it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we ended up getting here at 8:30, I think it was yesterday, 8:30. So yeah, today we've gained a new rider. Yeah, and he's joining us. I'm not sure how far he's joining us with, but he's got you might not be able to see it, but right at the front there's a Harley, and he's joining us today. One of Dave's friends that met us over in Roanoke, Virginia. So anyways, that's today's. We're going to Hershey, Pennsylvania. Gonna go see the chocolate factory there. And it's only 10 degrees Celsius this morning, so I got my little hoodie thing on. Should help me stay warm. Yesterday was chilly, got here. It's weird because it's like 10 degrees in the morning, in the afternoon is 25 degrees, so layers are super important. Anyways, we're gonna get ready. Bikes are all packed up, and we'll see you guys next video or next part of the video, whichever this gets included in.
Well, welcome back to our epic bucket list motorcycle trip.
Today is day 22 of our 24-day journey, and what a day we have ahead of us. After leaving Virginia, we're driving into some states we didn't visit on the way out to Sturgis. This leg of the ride is packed with fun, nostalgic, and delicious stops. From the stunning natural bridge to a Dukes of Hazzard museum at Cooter's Garage, and then finishing off at the Hershey's factory. Today is all about making the most of the ride and the stops along the way. We started the day early, leaving Virginia's scenic back roads behind us. The state is known for its rich history and rolling landscapes, and if you're riding through, you'll want to take your time. There are plenty of Civil War battlefields, quaint small towns, and scenic byways that motorcycle riders like us dream about. Our first stop today was the Natural Bridge, an absolute must-see if you're in the area.
Should we quick stop? There's Joel. Quick stop at the Natural Bridge because nature does all kinds of fun things. It's pretty amazing, I have to say. The water, as you can see, I think the water actually carved this out at some point, so billions of years ago. Probably not billions, but a long time ago. Very, very cool.
This massive limestone arch, carved out by Cedar Creek over centuries, is a true natural wonder. It's 215 feet high and spans 90 feet, making it a breathtaking sight. Riding up to it, you'll notice the serenity of the surrounding area, a perfect place to get off the bike and stretch your legs. There's a short walking trail that takes you under the bridge, and for history buffs, the area is steeped in lore. George Washington himself is said to have surveyed the bridge back in 1750, and Thomas Jefferson even owned the land at one point. After soaking in the beauty of the Natural Bridge, we hit the road again, heading toward one of my personal bucket list stops, Cooter's Garage. If you grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzard, this place is like stepping back in time. Located in Brewery, Virginia, this museum is packed with memorabilia from the TV show, including props, costumes, and even the replicas of the iconic General Lee car. There's a nostalgia overload here. And as someone who loved the show, it was incredible to walk through and relive these memories. The museum even has a gift shop where you can grab souvenirs, and of course, I did. For riders, Cooter's Garage is more than just a museum. It's a great spot to connect with fellow enthusiasts. You'll often see other riders stopping here, sharing stories and snapping pictures next to the General Lee. If you're ever in the area, make sure to add it to your itinerary. After leaving Cooter's Garage, it was time to satisfy our sweet tooth with a visit to the Hershey's factory in Hershey, Pennsylvania. What can I say? This place is chocolate overload. The Hershey's Chocolate World Tour takes you through the history of the company and shows you how their iconic treats are made. It's a family-friendly attraction, but trust me, adults will love it just as much as the kids. The best part? Sampling the chocolate, whether it's a fresh Reese's cup or a Hershey's Kiss straight from the source. It's a treat for the senses. There's also an amazing gift shop where you can stock up on chocolate and unique souvenirs. The town of Hershey itself is worth exploring. Street lamps shaped like Hershey's Kisses line the roads, and the smell of chocolate seems to be everywhere. The ride between these stops was just as enjoyable as the destinations themselves. Today's roads were a mix of rolling highways and scenic back roads, perfect for motorcycle travel. The weather was warm and sunny, making for ideal riding conditions. These are the kind of days that remind you why you love life on two wheels. Reflecting on day 22, it's hard to pick a favorite stop because each offered something unique. The Natural Bridge was awe-inspiring, Cooter's Garage was a nostalgic dream come true, and Hershey's factory was a delicious, sweet ending to the day. As we inch closer to home, these stops are a great reminder for the diverse experiences this country has to offer. Whether you're a history buff, a TV fan, or someone with a sweet tooth, there's something out there for everyone. Thanks for riding along with us on day 22 of our epic bucket list motorcycle trip. If you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which of today's stops you'd love to visit, or if you've been to any of them before. Tomorrow, we'll continue our journey back east, so stay tuned for more amazing roads and unforgettable moments. Until then, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you in the next ride. Welcome back to the epic bucket list motorcycle trip. It's bittersweet, but we're at the final stretch, days 23 and 24 of this incredible 24-day adventure. Today's video takes us across 2 days of riding as we leave the US behind and finally cross back into Canada. It's a ride filled with reflection, appreciation, and anticipation for the comforts of home. The journey back has been nothing short of incredible. The weather has been on our side again, with sunny skies and warm temperatures for the last 2 days. We've traveled through rolling hills, scenic highways, and some familiar roads as we've retraced parts of our route. For us motorcycle riders, every mile on the road brings its own story, and this trip has been full of them. Looking back at the past 24 days, it's hard to believe how much ground we've covered and how many memories we've made. From the central coast of Maine to the vast plains of South Dakota, from the towering mountains of Wyoming to the thrilling curves of the Tail of the Dragon, this trip has truly been the adventure of a lifetime. Each stop along the way brought something unique. The awe-inspiring beauty of Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse Memorial in South Dakota, the heart-pounding ride through Beartooth Pass with its switchbacks and jaw-dropping views, the unexpected charm of Carthage in Nebraska, the nostalgic wonder of Cooter's Garage filled with Dukes of Hazzard memories, and the sweet delights of Hershey's Factory. The diversity of the places we've visited has been one of the highlights. From iconic landmarks to quirky roadside attractions, this trip has something for everyone. The roads have been as varied as the landscapes. We've tackled steep mountain passes, cruised through endless plains, and twisted our way along some of the most famous motorcycle routes in the world. The Tail of the Dragon and Cherahala Skyway were definitely highlights for the riding itself. Those curves are a rider's dream. We've also faced challenges. Rainy days tested our resolve, straight stretches of highway tested our endurance, and cooler mountain temperatures reminded us to pack layers. But through it all, we kept going, supporting each other and making the best of every situation. Crossing back into Canada today feels like coming full circle. The familiar landscapes, the friendly faces at the border, and the knowledge that we're close to home brings a sense of accomplishment and relief. If you're planning a ride that takes you across the border, remember to keep your paperwork in order and allow time for a smooth crossing. Once in New Brunswick, the landscape welcomed us back with its rolling hills and lush forests. The roads here are well maintained, making for a smooth ride as we head to Fredericton for the night. For motorcycle riders, New Brunswick offers a mix of scenic routes and quiet highways. While our focus was making miles, the province is full of great spots for anyone with more time to explore. As the trip winds down, I can't help but look back at the incredible adventures we've had. Over the past 24 days, we've ridden through 28 states and 2 provinces, covering thousands of miles and creating memories that will last a lifetime. We've seen the best and sometimes the worst of what the road can offer, from the iconic Black Hills of South Dakota to the unexpected charm of small town stops like Julesburg, Colorado. Every moment added to the story of the trip. The weather has tested us, relentless rain in New York, chilly mountain passes in Wyoming, and the sweltering heat of Nebraska. But it's also given us those perfect riding days. If there's one thing this trip has taught me, it's the importance of embracing the journey. Motorcycle travel is about more than just destination. It's about the people you meet, the places you see, and the challenges you overcome along the way. For those of you considering your own epic ride, my advice is simple. Plan ahead, but be ready to adapt. The road has a way of surprising you, and that's where the best stories come from. As we roll into Fredericton, there's a mix of relief and nostalgia. It's nice to know we're close to home, but there's also a sense of sadness as the trip nears its end. Tonight, we'll rest up and share stories from the road, savoring one of the last nights together in this adventure. Tomorrow, we'll make our final push back home, where this epic journey began. It'll be good to be home, to sleep in our own beds, and to relive the memories of the trip. But I'll miss the open road and the camaraderie that comes from spending weeks riding with friends. To all of you who followed along this adventure, thank you. Thank you for being a part of it. Whether you've been inspired to plan your own bucket list trip or just enjoy coming along for the ride, your support has meant the world. This trip might be ending, but the road is always calling. There's always another adventure waiting. I can't wait to share it with you. Until next time, ride safe, stay adventurous, and keep chasing those bucket list dreams. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more motorcycle adventures. This is me, Greg, signing off from Epic Bucket List Motorcycle Trip. Keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you guys on the next ride.
All right, not a lot of updates in the last 2 days. The last 2 days, I've been just like going on the interstates, just trying to make up time because it was a long day yesterday. Supposed to be like 10 hours of riding. Cut it down. Today, we left from Rochester, New Hampshire, and we're in New Brunswick. We just came through the border. Yep. The day before that was those 2 days. It's kind of the last day that we did kind of scenic things like little stops. So, pretty cool. Saw a bunch of stuff. There's probably some video that you've seen or I put up there somewhere on that you will see if you're watching this on the full video, or if just watching it on the daily update. It'll be different. You won't see anything on the daily update. But as of now, we're sitting at Murray's. 4 of us are here. Ray decided he wanted to do curvy roads. The rest of us decided we did not. Interstate, it's 2:30 or so. Tonight's stop is Fredericton. And that's pretty much it for the ride, because after that area, we all kind of disperse a bit. And that'll be it. That'll be it. Hope you guys enjoy the updates. And if you're watching this as part of the full video that's out or coming out, then I hope you enjoyed all the other cool things that were there. A lot of good rides. 24 days right there. 24 days. All right, guys. That's it. The trip's pretty much done.